Okay, we are live skis. Laura was wrong, but
Nice
again,
haircut, bro.
thank you, thank you. I predict 8:32 on the nose. We're getting earlier
Killed
and
it.
earlier, bro.
Killed it.
I
I was just telling you off air that my power actually went out here. And right now, I'm talking to you with our new generator working.
So the whole crib is good.
Yeah, the whole house is good. We got a
Damn.
generator put in, and the power went out. It was raining all day, and what happens is the ground gets soft sometimes, and there's trees that fall over and hits the line coming to our house,
Mhm.
and it happens like all the time.
Damn.
And so the fact that it went down, like it's not storming now, and it went down. It just went
Yeah.
down because it stormed a lot, and the ground got all soft, and then the trees fell. But like to have that bitch pop back on like that is like such a nice feeling. Like we wouldn't be able to do the podcast right now if I didn't have a generator. You know,
Shout out to your generator because
facts.
that's so they can't like stabilize anything so that shit doesn't happen. Like can't kind of what falls constantly that it happens so often.
So we live out in the sticks, right?
Yeah.
And the roads getting to our house, they're like the power lines are there. Then there's these big ass trees and this tiny ass road that's cut out of the middle of the trees.
Mhm.
And so all it takes is enough rain to soften up the roots and one tree that like doesn't have a deep enough root system and it falls and hits the power line.
Damn,
And
cut
so
that motherfucker down.
but if you think about it, there's like thousands of those trees that if any
True.
of the thousands of trees fall down, the power goes out. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And so like that's what happens. And so we deal with power outages all the time. So we felt like, bro, we sort of need this even for what we do. Like we need a generator. And now look, it's like literally coming in handy right now.
Yeah. I mean, we got a kind of good generator. I think we spent like $1,500 or $2,000 on that shit. Like we spent a good amount of money on like a generator, and I think it lasts a good amount of time, but like you don't realize when your power goes out, just like how like you forget that your battery's low, you forget that like your refrigerator, you can't open your refrigerator and shit like that. Like it's so important. So are they working on your Con Ed shit? Like it could, like how would you know if it popped back on to turn your generator off type of shit?
My guess is this is the first time it's worked.
Oh, nice.
My guess is what'll happen is I'll lose power for like 30 seconds and it'll kick back on back to the regular shit.
Oh, interesting.
So if you lose me for like 30 seconds, you know what's happening. The regular power is kicking back on. You know?
Damn. Shout out to Con Ed, man, because they're kind of like, I would put them in some first responder category that like
linemen, bro. Linemen,
right?
that's what they're called. Their jobs are crazy. They're out there in the motherfucking snow. They're out there in some rainstorms. Like they're out there trying to get those lines back up immediately whenever there's a disaster. And it's a serious ass job, you know?
That's what I'm saying, like touching fucking wires. Like I see wires hanging down that I'm like, who is going to fix that shit? Because one, you don't know if you could touch it. If you touch it, like you're going to die. Like I was driving down my road and there was there was a bunch of wires like just circled up. And I was like, am I good to drive over that shit? Like, I don't know if there's still active wires. Eventually, like someone took care of them and got rid of them. But like those fucking telephone wires and all this, there's one wire outside my house that has like a log wedged in it and it just won't come out. But I don't know I don't know who does that. And I don't know how someone would do that shit. Like, do they have some special gloves or some shit that they can touch the wires?
They just make sure to cut the power so that it's dead. And then after they get it fixed, then they flip the power back on when they're safely away from it. Because that's why when a line first comes down, that shit could be flopping all over the place and buzzing like crazy and looking dangerous as shit.
Hell yeah.
You know, but like, yeah, they know what they're doing. I mean, this is their job and they're on call like 24/7, you know?
I wonder
Shout out to linemen, man.
Yeah, no, for real. And I wonder how many of them like die from touching some wire shit and that doesn't get reported, you know? I feel like that would be a common death of like a Con Ed guy, like going up to some wire and not knowing how active the shit is.
All right, let's look it up. How many linemen die a year? An average of about 26 to 42 power linemen die on the job each year in the United States, translating to roughly 21 to 42 fatalities per 100,000 workers.
So 42 out of 100,000, it said?
21 to 42 out of 100,000. So they say the main dangers, like you're saying, are high voltage power, working closely with live wires carrying thousands of volts, falls, working high up on utility poles and transmission towers, and bad weather, restoring power during severe storms, ice, and hurricanes. So that's crazy, bro.
I would never be able to do that shit, man. I don't have a fear of heights, but being up on some shit always gets me nervous of like I could fall over this shit. I hear about like people that go on cruises and like fall over the rail of their cruise. Anytime there's like
if that happens, you're done. It's over.
In Chicago, they have a shit where you could step out in the building and like stand over, like you're standing over like kind of just the air, but the glass is like secure. Mm-hmm. But even that shit, I'm like, if this shit breaks, it's a rap skis.
I was on the 10th floor for some shit the other day, and I was like, I don't like this shit.
Yeah. Being high, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, being high up scares the shit out of me. I kind of used to like rock climbing. You ever go rock climbing?
No.
Rock climbing is kind of dope because like you feel secure. Like you have like this like little diaper shit on that kind of keeps you safe, that you could jump off the wall and feel good. So rock climbing's always been good, but I don't know. I don't like being too high up. Even on like a mountain, I know I'm like married to Molly and shit, but I'm like, all it takes is for her to just push me off this bitch and like I'm done. So all it takes is like one slip. Yeah, like going hiking, all it takes is like one slip and it's over for anybody. Like I don't know.
I don't like doing anything that risks my life.
Yeah. That shit could happen. We were like going, we went for a walk around the neighborhood. And first off, I don't know if people just walk faster than some people, but like Molly was walking. I was walking at a regular speed and she was like walking. She was like, I don't know, fucking 40 yards in front of me. And I was like, are you walking at a faster pace? Because I feel like I'm walking fast and I just can't keep up with you. And then she was like, no, I'm just walking regular. So I don't know. So I guess some people walk faster than other people. And then on the other thing, like Nix and Scotty were riding their bikes. And I was like watching them because they were behind me. And I was like, all it takes is for them to like fucking swerve one time and then a car hits them. And then like their life is just done.
You know, when people talk about intrusive thoughts, an intrusive thought I get from time to time is I'm driving down the road and people are coming from the other direction. And I think like that person could just swerve into me and kill me right now.
Yeah.
That's one that pops in my head from time to time. Like every person that passes you on the street going like 40 miles an hour or faster.
All it takes is one little shit.
You're literally trusting them with your life. Because all I got to do is drop their cell phone and go to pick that bitch up and swerve a little bit. And then that's it. We're both dead. You know?
Yep.
It's a crazy thought.
No, I feel like I'm super tapped in on the road. I'm like super aware.
You've talked about falling asleep behind the wheel before, bro.
I knew you were gonna say that. I usually feel like when I'm locked in, when I'm focusing on the road, I can anticipate if some shit's gonna happen. I'm like, this guy's gonna do this shit. The shit that gets me tight is when like people just stop short on some shit, or like they'll stop to make their turn, or they'll make a wide ass turn.
Or they start to get in front of you off a side road when you're driving down the main street and you got to jam your brakes.
Yep.
Fuck
that shit gets me tight. There's a lot of shit people do on the road that fucking gets me mad lately, but like I try to keep my cool because I don't know I was just talking to like a couple police officers about like having guns, and they were like, yeah, like it's just common for them to have a gun. And I was like, I've never shot a gun. I've never touched a gun. I don't have any desire to ever have that shit. And they're like, yeah, but if somebody breaks into my house, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, but like, what if it's your fucking daughter that like got up in the middle of the night, like going to the refrigerator, and you like are holding a gun up to her face? You know, like
that happens, man.
For that shit,
a lot of shit like that happens.
I know.
Where people get shot. I know some accidental shit.
I got my Pokemon cards back.
Oh shit!
So this is a grade. You can't really see it with this light, but
that's a nice ass Charizard.
A grade 5, which is not good, but I put this shit on eBay for $500, man. I got a $450 offer on it.
No shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to get like $480 because eBay takes like 13% of your fucking money, which is kind of OD.
That's still crazy though. That's a good ass amount, bro.
No, I know. I feel like the card market is kind of like, and I feel like every time I've texted you, Because I've texted you from card shows, and I'm like, what cards does Lyle like or Lowell?
Mm-hmm.
And I always spell his name wrong. And like in the past, you used to hit me with some shit like, I think a generic answer, like you didn't know what I was asking. And then like the other time, or the most recent time, I was like, no, your son, like what cards does he like? And you hit me with actual players. But like they have some good cards for not that expensive. And I was gonna get a bunch and send them to you, but like I felt like you didn't know what the fuck I was asking you.
Now
Like,
you
look at
asked
this
about
shit.
jerseys. Oh shit,
Isn't that so dope? The OG
that is
dunk
cool.
from
Yeah,
last year's playoffs.
yeah, that shit is fire. Where'd
Yeah,
you
like,
find all these cards?
just
Oh,
card
nice.
shows? Like
So
these
you went
ones
to a
aren't
card
worth
show
that
by
much.
you?
Yeah, I
You
went
went to a
to
card show by you?
a bunch. They have like a lot of card shows now.
That's what's up. So it's like
Yeah.
it's as a hobby, it's like really like coming back.
Oh, it's
strong?
back. It's like back strong now. But a lot of people are saying that they're comparing it to like, I think like Elon Musk did this shit with like SpaceX. Like he kind of inflated what like the values were or something like that, or like kind of lied about. He lied about some shit, so people thought that like things were worth a lot more money, so they would
Yeah,
like
he does
invest in
shit
it.
like that all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's kind of what's happening with cards. Like someone will say like a Tom Brady rookie card signed is worth like $70,000 or something like that, but no one is actually paying that money. Just so like the interest really builds in the card
Mhm.
market, and then eventually it like bursts, and someone who does pay that amount of money for that just gets stuck with that card, you know?
Yeah, it's all speculative.
Speculative type of shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like that happened a lot with like Elon Musk doing that shit. It happened a lot with like with a lot of the crypto shit.
Oh yeah, the NFTs.
Yeah, the NFT shit.
You had fucking Justin Bieber thinking that, you know, his picture of a monkey like playing volleyball or some shit was worth like millions of dollars. And it's like, what are we doing here, bro? This is ridiculous.
Yeah. So, I mean, but right now, so I have two of these shits. I have. Oh. Now that we're fucking.
Just went down a grade. It just got downgraded.
So
My bad if you guys hear Stinky playing with their toy.
Yeah, it sounds like she's like having fun with herself back there.
Oh, so you got two of them?
Two of those shits, and I got a Japanese bitch in this shit.
Oh shit, is that worth more or less?
This one's worth more.
No shit.
And this one's a graded 8. So this one's a good one.
What's the top shit? What's the top grade?
10. And a graded 10 Charizard. I shit you not. Some have sold for like $30,000, if not more.
No shit.
Isn't that crazy?
That's insane, bro. I still got Pokemon cards. I wonder what my shits are worth.
If you have some shit, you should definitely look into it. This one's worth a lot.
I do, and they've been encased for like decades.
Yeah, bro. It's like, so this one, you see in the background, there's like crosses in the graveyard. This shit's worth like $600.
No shit.
Yeah.
So you're about to sell your whole shit?
I'm gonna say, yeah, I think so, man. Because it's like, what the fuck am I gonna do with them? And like, you know, like I feel like the cards are at the hottest they are right now. Like, this is Michael Jordan, a piece of the Bulls floor and that shit.
Oh shit! How much is that worth?
This one's like $250.
That's it for a Michael Jordan shit?
This one's worth a little bit more because he's this is graded. This is a grade 7. But that's a piece of. You ever see the Michael Jordan game used trading card on the front of this card is a piece of memorabilia that was been certified to have been used in an NBA game.
Oh shit!
This shit isn't worth that much, but Kobe Bryant rookie card.
Well, that's so dope.
Apparently, LeBron's gonna live in New York and like take a helicopter to Philly.
I heard about that, man. But is like his whole family gonna be with him or no?
Probably not. I would guess that they stay in LA because his daughter like still is going to school and shit like that, you know?
So he's gonna go there by himself?
Probably. I mean, like,
oh my god, the perception of LeBron as the like perfect family man might fucking go away this year, because if you're in New York City by yourself, like
it's a rap skis.
Don't try to front like you're being an angel, bro. That shit is not happening.
You see the video of it was like Michael Porter Jr. trying to get into some club, and he had to go and put it like say his name at the front of the guest list shit. And Brunson gets out of a car and just walks right into the shit. The security guard was like, "How you doing, Jalen?" And then there was two brothers who play on the USA hockey team. Like one of the guys who scored like the game-winning shit. They couldn't get in. It's the funniest video. Like the security guard is straight dead in them. I forgot what the guys' names are, but all the people in the comments are like, "That's what you get for fucking like hanging out with Kash Patel and trying to like go to the White House and do all this shit." Like they're like these two corny white dudes, like wearing some khakis, like button-down shirt, and they're just straight getting deaded from getting in the club. Well, Brunson walks right in. Michael Porter Jr. had to like say his name at the thing, and then he eventually got in. But the best part of the video, you know who actually did a video on it that was pretty good? The guy who used to be at TYT, Rick Storm or some shit.
Oh yeah,
like that.
Rick Strom. He does a sports show. Yeah.
Yes. He did a good clip on that and was shitting on those two guys, man. And it was just funny as fuck.
Did you see Halliburton at his wedding had 50 Cent on stage and was singing "I Run New York"? And it's like, dog, listen, I know 2 years ago you beat us in the playoffs. I understand that, right? Like, credit to you for doing that shit. But, bitch, you don't have a ring, and New York now has a ring. Yeah. So, like, you sort of got to go to shut the fuck upsville for a little bit. Like, you think you're Trae Young did this too, where Trae Young. I
saw that.
Yeah, he's
still holding on to like a second round playoff victory.
Bro, he was playing the clip of him like hitting a game winner over us while in an Uber in New York or some shit. And it's like, dog, you can't talk. We have a chip now, and you have Dickie McGee's axe. Yeah. Like, they're just trying to get their one-up shit, and, like, you can't do it when we've been all the way, and you haven't even been close, bro.
Yeah. I saw the Trae Young one, and everyone was just like, yo, give it up. And that's why I was mad at Knicks fans when they're still doing the fuck Trae Young shit, because I'm like, move on from that shit. Like, we cooked him already. Like, it's over now. Like, the new one is...
Can't even be a rivalry when we're so far ahead, you know?
Not even a rivalry, but the new one is Jalen Brunson at Donovan Mitchell's wedding. Did you see
I saw
this
the GIF, the meme.
All the ones where he's just like, that one's amazing. But like,
I didn't know they were boys like that. Did you?
I mean, I think like just the whole NBA family. They're all, they're all like plugged in with each other and tapped in. Like,
but they were never on the same team with each other. They've always been like always played against each other in the playoffs, you know?
Yeah, Mitchell like lives in Westchester. So like I think like maybe they just know each other from like New York type of shit. But like, yeah, I mean it's weird when you see like some people at their like other people's shit and you're like, oh wow, I didn't even realize that they were friends like that.
Yeah, I didn't know that Donovan Mitchell lives in Westchester. I thought he lived in Cleveland because he'd been there for a hot minute.
Well, no, yeah, he probably has a house in Cleveland, but he has a house in Westchester too, because he's from Rye.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. He went to Rye Country Day for school or something. Like he played basketball there.
Oh shit.
His dad was like on the Mets, and he grew up in Westchester. I think he still has. I'm like 98% sure he still has his house in Westchester.
No shit.
Yeah,
I don't think I knew that about Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah. Who would you have perform at your wedding? Like, if you can get any musician, you would have like Chris Brown, Usher at your shit.
No, probably Genuine.
Oh, that would be a banger.
Because he's got bangers, and you can get him at a discount too. Because he'd be like,
"So true.
I'll do that shit for half price, bro." Like, you know.
I'm debating getting tickets to fucking Chris Brown, Usher, man. It's it's like 5 days away, but apparently Chris Brown was going to go to jail.
I mean, he's been in court 80 trillion times, and like,
I know.
You're talking about some new shit he was going to go to prison for?
Yeah, new shit from like Great Britain. He like did something else with a girl. But like, I don't know. All the videos I'm seeing of like Usher just like molesting girls on stage is kind of like, do I even want to go to this concert? Or am I just going to feel super like, you were there. Did you feel like super uncomfortable at any points? Or was he playing his bangers?
There's multiple parts that Crystal was like, this is like Usher for certain parts of the show would like have his shirt off and be like rubbed up in baby oil.
Yeah.
And
feeding cherries to ladies. Like,
and Crystal was like, low key, this feels sort of like it's more for the dudes than the women. Like this is some homoerotic type shit.
Oh, really?
You know? And that's always been what people said about Usher low key is that maybe like to swing both ways. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, I've said this about every celebrity in the past. I feel like you get to a point where you've slept with so many women, you're like, let me try men. Like, like that's on some Usher shit. Like, not Usher, P. Diddy. It's like you literally could have any girl in the world. You've had every girl in the world, and you're like, let me see what like being gay is about.
Diddy's got that tiny meat. Did you hear about that?
I think so.
Yeah, this shit went so it went mega viral on Twitter. One of his freak off videos leaked. And I didn't even want to see it, but that shit popped up like badow right in my feed.
Yeah.
And so what Diddy would do is he would pay these like male porn stars to sleep with these women. And yeah, they got some big swanging ass dicks. And you saw like 50 Cent's ex-wife or something was the woman in the video. And you see Diddy like walking by in the background, and he would literally just like sit in a corner and watch them do shit. And like he was jacking his shit and just some tiny ass meat. You could barely see it, dog. It was microscopic. And then it doesn't help that the other dude in the video had a fucking baby arm swinging down there, you know?
Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. That's tough on his part. But like when you're that famous, like any girl's going to want to sleep with you, you know?
He's such an abuser. Like everything he did, like how did he get away with all that for so long? Like all the shit he did was so fucked up. You know,
that's what I don't get about like Chris Brown is like he beats like a woman every time he's with them, and then there's still women out there like I don't care.
You're telling me he beat another woman in
I think he's got some new shit.
No shit. So here's what I saw. I saw he did some fucked up shit where his cleaning lady came over and he left his dog out, and his dog like mauled the cleaning lady, and she was like lucky to survive, and then he like didn't even call 911 or some shit. And then she was like suing him in civil court for like money or whatever. I saw that shit. That shit is fucked up enough. Chris Brown's guilty plea in London nightclub affair. Grammy, I can't really read. It's too small.
Pleaded guilty in London to an array of charges over a violent nightclub confrontation in 2023. Where prosecutors say involved a glass bottle attack on the music producer. Oh, so it wasn't with a girl, but Brown
but he violently assaulted a man.
So, yeah, I mean, like it's acceptable to. Brown approached music producer Abraham Dial on the dance floor, used the glass bottle to strike him twice in the head, and then kicked him while he tried to flee. Brown's friend and vocal coach Amalu also pleaded guilty.
So what's it? So what's he?
I
looking
guess
at?
So nothing with the woman.
Sentencing.
Yeah.
Wait, it says sentencing. The array. Is that what it says? Array.
Affray.
I can't fucking read it.
The Affray charge carries a maximum sentence of 3 years in prison. The judge said all sentencing options remain open, and the hearings will determine whether Brown will serve time or receive a suspended sentence.
Oh my God, bro. Oh my days.
So in summary, he admitted to participating in violent bottle attacks at a London nightclub in 2023.
See, anybody else, it'd be a wrap. Like you're going to prison for a long ass time.
But
he found a way, bro. He found a way to just keep getting away with shit. Because I just watched a video the other day. Matter of fact, hold on, let me pull up the name of the dude. Cam something. He did a video like just listing all of Chris Brown's crimes.
That's what I'm saying. Like at some point, like don't you just realize like you just gotta chill?
I mean, it's crazy that he's never fucking chilled.
That's what I'm saying. Like, at what point in your life, like, do you have just like a come to Jesus moment where you're like, I gotta just stop doing this shit?
Okay, shout out to Cam James, and he also has a channel called Crash Outs, but the S is like a money sign. I watched this video the other day, so it's a 13-minute video where he just lists all of the allegations against Chris Brown. And dog,
is it like a 47-hour video?
It's endless, bro. It's like, I don't know how he fit all this. Like, the whole thing is 13 minutes just packed full of substance. Like, he had this charge this year, this charge this year, this charge this year. And, I mean, there's no way to spin it. He's a fucked up dude. He also, like, I think he also says, like, he's part of a gang, I think. You know?
I don't get that. Like, it's the same thing with Ja Morant. Like, at what point do you realize you're in the NBA? You don't need to be doing that shit anymore.
I mean, that's what everybody says to him, right? I'm sure people have said to Chris, like his mom or somebody's been like, hey, man, you got $50 trillion. You're like beloved in a way that, you know, an R&B artist or pop star hasn't been beloved since like Michael Jackson.
Facts.
Like all you got to do is stop committing crimes and you're good. You know,
this makes me think of one of the things. This is one of the things I wanted to ask you tonight.
Justin, juvenile caught by TSA trying to fly with 5 cannonballs. No shot. I'm not buying that. Hold on.
No, Polymarket's real. Like
No,
they
but they
got
be
the
lying
gold check mark.
sometimes.
Oh, really?
Sometimes they be lying, bro. Let me look this shit up. Let me look this up. Juvenile news. 3 juveniles arrested at Bluffton Sam's Club after deputies find guns. Juvenile curfew enforced. Harrison County woman arrested. Police juvenile shot.
Oh, you know what's crazy is maybe it's juvenile as in like a young kid. I read this shit instantaneously as Juvenile the rapper. So that's my bad. If it's just like juvenile.
It's not the juvenile.
Oh, okay. So I wouldn't have clipped this shit if I didn't think. I thought it was juvenile. When you say juvenile, you're talking like when I say juvenile to you don't think I'm talking about like a juvenile. You think I'm talking about juvenile.
Well, yes. The fact that you brought this up made me immediately think it was Juvenile the rapper.
Yeah, right.
But when I looked it up, it wasn't. It's not. Like I
didn't even think of that as an option. When you like put that in, I was like, oh, there's some other shit called juvenile. Juvenile.
But by the way, Juvenile's still releasing music, and not gonna lie, his shit still slaps, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Like he released some new music that like I got recommended some shit and I listened to it and I was like, okay, Juvie, you're still doing your thing, bro.
Oh yeah. I mean, like, I don't see many songs. You know who actually just came out with a new shit? It's Jim Jones and Fabulous. They did a remix to Frank Sinatra's New York, New York.
Oh, for real? Wow.
That shit slaps. Like it's got the like New York, like
right,
yeah. That, but like they remixed it and Jim Jones is good, man. And apparently like he came out on a podcast and like said he didn't have the rights to like his masters or some shit, so he didn't get like all of his money.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
Yeah, because I don't know how it works, but that shit is weird to me. Like if you like imagine someone saying like YouTube saying like you don't own your videos or some shit like that.
I mean, the music industry is sort of notorious for just being really fucked
like that,
up,
right?
Yeah. I mean, the music industry is terrible. I think in the acting industry they have a union, so it's a little better for acting. But music is just a fucking wild west where people just taking advantage of people. Like a famous example was Kesha. Remember Kesha?
Yeah, of course.
Gonna clock.
Yes.
Like that bitch.
I think she made that song before like TikTok came out.
She had her shit robbed OD from some producer. Taylor Swift. Remember Taylor Swift?
Oh yeah, she had to rewrite her whole.
She had to re-record all of her songs and
Facts.
name it like Taylor's version because they weren't letting her like have the rights to her shit.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean the music industry is fucking trash, man. Like they really treat everybody like shit.
Yeah. Shout out to Juvenile though, because he was a goat. And
Drop the Location, bro. Everybody look up Drop the Location. It's his new song. It dropped 4 months ago, and it's
for real.
Yeah, it's called Drop the Location.
I'm gonna listen to that shit.
It's got that classic something about the way he raps. Like,
yeah,
everything's catchy. Like to me, the way he raps is just catchy. Like I'm just like, okay, I want you to keep rapping. Like he starts rapping, and I'm like, yo, keep rapping. I like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. You know who's good like that? That's made some good shit lately. Is T.I.
Oh, that song you sent me. I saw somebody said that's the Unk anthem, and I was like, "You're damn right, bro. I'll take that."
Like,
that song
started from the red lines. He makes some shit that's bangers.
You know, I used to be obsessed with What You Know About That when that came out. I used to play it in the basement like 17 times over when we had people over.
T.I.'s like a mad smart guy, man. Like I saw a video of his son got like arrested. And the video leaked or whatever like that. And his son called T.I. on the phone. Like he was calling his dad. And his dad like got on the phone with the cops and was like, no, like he doesn't have to do that or something. Like he knew like the laws because they were trying to press his son because I think they realized it was like T.I.'s son. He was driving a nice car or some shit. And I'm always impressed when people kind of know the law and are pushing back on the cops. But then also I see some videos where I'm like, just listen to what the cop is saying, like, and maybe you'll get out of this shit. But like, it's easier for a white person to say that shit than like a minority.
Well, not only that, but to me, that notion was like destroyed in my mind permanently when there was a video of, I don't remember the dude's name. People could put it in chat if they remember, but there's a video of a dude being told to put his hands up. He's on his knees with his hands up and he got lit the fuck up and murdered by a cop.
Oh, was
it's
it that
craziest
old school,
videos
like,
I've ever seen?
Amadou
No,
Diallo?
it wasn't Amadou Diallo. There wasn't video of Amadou Diallo shit, but there was. I don't know the person.
Or Rodney King?
No, it wasn't Rodney King. Rodney King got his ass beat by like a group of gangster cops, but it wasn't Rodney King. There's another guy. I think his name was Walter something, I want to say. Daniel Shaver.
Is that it?
That's it. I think that's it.
Yeah, a lot of people saying Daniel Shaver.
There was also another guy, and I remember covering the story where I think his name was Walter, but I'm not 100% sure. He was running away from the cop, and the cop gradually took his gun out and just shot bro in the back and murdered him on camera. And this was a rare instance where the cop actually ended up getting locked up too.
Good.
Like he got found guilty. But as soon as I saw that, I was just like, yeah, a lot of like these are people who were like bullied in school or whatever.
Yep.
And so they grow up and they're filled with hatred and anger and they just want to take it out on people. And so like looking for trouble in the same way that the people in ICE are looking for trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I mean, so what do you say to the people that like, because I'll see some videos of people that are still like kind of not like listening to the cop. And it's almost like you kind of still got to listen to the cop, you know, like if they ask for ID and people are like, oh, I don't have to show you my ID.
Well, it sort of depends on the context, right?
Yeah,
like,
true.
Because there's a lot of instances where people are well within their rights to,
Facts.
I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this. And the cop, that just makes the cop be like, oh, now I'm going to fucking end your shit. Like I'm going to arrest you or whatever the fuck. So it depends on the context of the situation. I mean, if I get pulled over and the cop's being like kind of nice to me or whatever, like I'll be a mirror. Whatever you give me, I'll give you back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I think for people of color in particular, it's a much more precarious position because throughout their history, it's been like they know the cop is sort of out to get them because of who they are. And there's so much data that indicates that like they're going to be harsher on you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a cheat code in America. If you're a white guy and you have on a suit and tie, that's a cheat code.
Yeah.
Because instantly everybody just grants you like authority and they act like, oh, well, like if a cop pulls me over and I'm wearing a suit and tie, they're going to be like, maybe he's important. Like maybe he's, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe he's in the government. Maybe he knows this person. So, you know, they back off, but like people of color are not granted that. They're not granted 100%. Full humanity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I've seen tons of those videos where like minorities driving like a nice ass car and right away the cop's like, oh, what do you do? You know, like it's
right. Like, oh, drug dealer. Like that's
why can't I just have some shit? Yeah. I guess so. I get fed a lot of those videos, man. I also get fed these videos of like fucking this one guy will like go to like Home Depot or like he carries this box around and he wears like a bright vest and he'll like be like delivery and like he'll just like throw the package down or some shit and they'll come out and be like, why are you doing that? And he's like, I don't know, jackass. Like, and they're like, well, why are you calling me a jackass? And like, I keep getting these videos and I want to like block the videos so I don't see those shits anymore. But like, I keep watching that shit.
R.M. Brown gets served. He likes getting served random AI slop videos. And so he used to get served. Did you see these videos where it's like, it'll be AI video and a person will like fall onto like a glass bridge and then the bridge will break and everybody falls into like a river that's 200 feet below. You haven't seen these shits?
No.
They do it with like a dude. There's like a glass, you know, the glass pools on the top of apartments.
Yeah.
Like a fat dude will just like fall into the shit and it'll like overflow and people will fall out and fall down a skyscraper. Or the ones he just started getting, he was talking about this today, is there's now all these AI videos that are like special effects crews that are like trying to make it look like a tsunami is hitting a city.
Oh,
and
that's
like
scary.
But it's all obviously fake AI bullshit.
Okay.
And it'll be
obviously fake.
He was pointing out that they'll be recording it and like the person will be standing right in front of the camera and they'll just act like they're not. Yeah, like the AI things are hilarious to me, the ones that go mega viral.
I mean, it's crazy to me that like I got a friend who's trying to start a YouTube channel and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna just like AI like under a minute videos of like important information on cities, like every city. I'm gonna just put like under a minute shit. And he was like, there's gonna be AI videos, and I was like, okay, but like the fact that like there's AI videos on YouTube that could just make money too is kind of like wild.
I think at some point they're gonna have to crack down. I don't think they can just let it rock because it's getting to the point where it's a real problem now. Where like, you know, it's gonna hit a tipping point where like 90% of the videos on YouTube are now AI slop videos. Yeah. And like, you know, it's sort of fucked up because we're still at the point, there's still so many hallucinations and stuff with AI where they'll like make something up or get something wrong or whatever, that if you're just relying on AI to get a point across or whatever, it's like anti-artistic. Like you're seeping what we do here of all of its artisticness and all of its humanity. you
Yeah.
know? So like, I think they should ban the fully AI slop videos.
But
you
how do
know?
they
Like,
even how do you know that shit? Like
you could tell.
you
I
can,
mean,
right? Yeah.
there's systems that like, you put in a picture and it says like 98% chance it's AI.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
all my cover photos, people get tight at me when I like people are tight at
because
me.
lefties hate AI, bro. Like,
They
that's
hate
just
that shit.
yeah,
I'm like,
because
yo, it's just a cover photo. Like, like it's the smallest part of the content that I'm putting up. Like the video is still like me and you talking or some shit. But like, let me rock with a cover photo.
yeah, I get it, man. I mean, I haven't used many, but I have used AI maybe like 5 times or whatever for
Mhm.
thumbnails. And it's fucked up because every now and then you'll get something that you're just like, damn, this sort of slaps, Like Midas Touch uses AI uh thumbnails, and like
Mhm.
their thumbnails are sort of amazing.
Kind
Like
of
you look at
banging.
it and you're like, damn, this is good. Like it'll be Trump, and then they'll make him look like he's like really scared or something or panicked, like his eyes are like
Yeah.
he's scared, and like it just hits like, and it's a shame, right? Because what is the line? Is the line like zero AI? Like if something's 100% AI, ban it. I'm with it 100%. Like if it's 100% AI video, total slop, ban that shit.
Yep.
But to your point, it's like, okay, but are we allowing AI thumbnails? Because that's only a little piece of it, right? Like, are we allowed? What if it's somebody who is reading a script and the script is AI? Like, and they put the prompts in and then they read the script. There's a basketball YouTuber who I watch who really disappointed me because I watched his channel and I liked him. And then it was very clear to me that he was reading an AI script in one video, because there's always a tell. They always say, it's
So
not
he's a real
X.
person, but he's reading the script that's AI.
Real person made it on YouTube giving his thoughts on basketball, but now is getting lazy and just wants to make the money. And so he's using AI to write his scripts for him.
Yeah, nah, I don't fuck with that.
That's what I'm saying. And like, I could tell it's AI because he does the classic, that's not X, that's Y. 3 examples. Like I could always tell when it's AI writing. And like, that's fucked up to me. Like, should that be banned? Well, I don't know. It's tough because like so many videos on the channel are not AI, and he just started recently using AI. Like, where's the line there? So it's a difficult thing, but I'm definitely comfortable saying everything that's 100% AI needs to be banned.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I
There's got
would
to be
get
some human touch for it to be worth it.
100%. Yeah. I mean, I'm cool with the AI cover photos because I do those shits. So if you're mad at me, my bad. But like some of those shits are funny as fuck. And there's still some art that goes into like me explaining what the shit that I want is, like I still have to explain to it like, yo, this one is about us eating like lettuce or some shit. So like I want this in the background. Like I got to explain to it what the fuck I want.
Like, so here's the other crazy thing, right? You know that video I did that everybody loved after Lindsey Graham died and the music's playing and I'm smoking the Black and Mild?
Yeah.
That's an AI song, bro. That was AI.
Yeah.
And so like that bit was funny, and some people were like, yo, where'd you get that song? That song is fire. And it's like, it's fucking AI slop, dog. Like, so I mean, I guess my position is like, in certain instances you can use it, but you got to use it like bare minimum type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because once it just replaces human art, it's like, what are we even doing anymore? And it's a real problem in schools too, because like people could just chat GPT their whole fucking essay. You could now coast your way through school without doing any actual work.
Yeah.
And like, so we're at the point where people don't even want to think. They don't know how to think. They just like outsource everything to a machine that does shit for them. And there's something about that makes us fundamentally less human. You know what I'm saying?
Totally. Well, there was a big story that like some professor caught like X amount of his students using AI because like apparently they copy and pasted something and there was like white in the paragraph. I forgot how he caught them and I kind of didn't understand what it was. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Well, you know what it probably is? Oh, there was another scandal recently. Hank Green, the guy from SciShow and a bunch of other YouTube channels, he was caught using AI because he left in a prompt that he asked AI when he was reading the script. Yeah, and that's why people knew, is because he left in a prompt. He said thanks for the pushback or something like that, which is something that the AI said to him that he kept in by accident.
Wasn't there like some, I don't know if it was a politician in Canada or some shit that he was reading a speech and it had an AI prompt in it?
Probably. I mean, this shit's happening everywhere now. I'm very happy that the way I do my show, I could never use AI because I don't do anything that's scripted. And so like it's all from the hip. And that feels even better today because like now you can't just copy what I do in a sense because it's so from the hip. It's not written that it's, I don't even know what I'm saying from one moment to the next. So like you can't fake that, you know?
So this is the Gibson embedded a hidden instruction in the exam prompt using white text, making it invisible under normal viewing, the instruction read. So I still don't get what the fuck.
Oh, it says it placed the word Madagascar somewhere in the response in a way that makes no sense. This was only visible if the prompt was copied and pasted into an AI chatbot. Students who did so would get the instruction, and if they submitted the AI's output without proofreading, would include the nonsensical Madagascar reference. Oh, it worked.
So Madagascar.
So he trapped them. He trapped them. You'd only see the Madagascar shit if you used AI, and he trapped them. And how many students did it? Was it all of them? Did all of them get caught?
90% of the students failed that portion of the exam. Only 2 students appealed, and only 1 had her grade restored after explaining she used dark mode to see the hidden text. Crazy.
Bro.
I would have definitely been caught back in the day using that shit.
100%.
But I was smart enough to always go back and like read my shit. I was that person that would like, what was it? Spark Notes. I would like copy that shit, but then I would take words out. So like if they were reading it, like it'd be missing probably the main word. And the teacher would probably be like, this motherfucker's dumb as fuck because he just forgot a word there.
I mean, I don't know, man. It's just sad. It's sad. It's sad. I don't know what the future is going to hold with the way shit is going, you know?
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Why are people being so fucking hard on Dr. Fauci when all fucking conservatives like never answer questions on Capitol Hill type shit?
They've always hated him. They've made him like the scapegoat for everything about the pandemic that they didn't like.
Yeah.
And so there's levels to the conspiracy shit. And some of the people think like Fauci created COVID and released it on purpose. Like it gets crazy with what the conservatives think about Fauci. And so they've made him like public enemy number 1. And that's why they went in, and it was a virtue signal fest where like they could get a clip that they could use for a midterm or whatever. But it's so out of touch because like nobody's talking about fucking COVID anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like bring back up COVID in a moment like this where we got like 78 other pressing matters that are way more like that we have to deal with right now.
Yeah.
That's just crazy to me, you know?
But I just feel like there's been so many other fucking politicians, right wing and left wing, Democrat, Republican, that have been on Capitol Hill that don't answer any questions. And it's like, I'm so tired of like Aaron Rodgers. There was a Philadelphia Eagles coach that are like making jokes, like when they were asked questions of like, oh, I plead the fifth. It's like, there's been so many other people that do the same shit that don't answer questions because they don't want to like get in trouble for like, you know, what a perjuring themselves.
Trump has done that shit. Trump has pled the fifth in circumstances. So I mean, they hate Fauci and that they're working backwards from that conclusion, you know? And like to them, it's like the biggest thing in the world where every normal person's like, bro, I can't afford my gas. You know, I can't afford my gas. I can't afford groceries. Why are we in this stupid fucking war? To go in on Fauci, it's like, what? Why? Why would you do that? You know?
Yeah. I get why he couldn't just answer one of those shits. Like, I guess if they answered one, then it would like open them up for all the other questions or something.
I don't know. He's probably thinking that they're trying to like come after him legally. Yeah, like come after him legally. And so he doesn't want to fucking say anything. I mean, I have criticisms of how he handled the pandemic, but like the way that the right talks about him is like, it makes me want to not even voice the criticisms because it's like a moral panic against him. Give me a sec. I got to let Stinky out of the room.
Yeah. And I feel like he was just being like, he was doing what he was told, you know, if he was being like, I don't know. Wasn't he just doing what he was told more or less? Like, or he was the one that kind of was deciding shit.
Yeah, he was kind of in charge. Like he was sort of like one of the lead health guys on it.
So maybe he was fucking up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's true that like nobody really knew what to do because it was a pandemic that we never had before. And so they were sort of like shooting from the hip and just rolling with it and trying to come up with answers. And the thing that was annoying is every time they came up with an answer, they'd be like 100%, like, this is what you need to do. Stay 6 feet apart or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And like, then as more science came in, it was like, well, that was wrong. And that thing was wrong. And that thing was wrong. And so like, I understand the criticism, but like everybody sort of was in the same boat, you know?
Well, in the same boat of like, they were trying to keep people safe.
Yeah. And like, what are you going to do when there's a global pandemic that you don't know shit about? Like, you're going to try your best to navigate your way through it. You know, I mean, the thing that is annoying is that I think the right really hates him because like he's pro-vaccine, right? Like or anti-vaccine. But like Trump's the one who rushed the vaccine through.
Facts.
Operation Warp Speed. That's what Trump did. He used to brag about it before every Republican turned on vaccines, and now he acts like he didn't do Operation Warp Speed. But like that, I think that's why they're mad at him. You know, that and maybe some of the shit around, you know, whether or not it was naturally occurring or if it was from the Wuhan virology lab. Yeah. And Jon Stewart had a joke about that. He was like, like, of course, like there's a lab where they study coronaviruses, where the coronavirus came from. Like, yeah, it's from there, you know?
Going back, do you think you would like do the COVID vaccine? You would get like the shot?
Yes. I mean, yeah, I got it and I've had no problems, you know?
Yeah, same.
Like I had the shot and then I think I had maybe one more. So
I still feel like it saved more people than it probably fucking
100%.
Like,
yeah, that's why where the Republicans are just idiotic. Like they have no idea what they're talking about when it comes to science. They have no idea. So I got the Johnson & Johnson shit was the first one I got, which was the one-shot one. Remember that?
Yeah.
You don't need two? So the Pfizer and the Moderna were 2 shots. The Johnson & Johnson was 1 shot in that bitch. And it wasn't mRNA. The shot I got was not the mRNA one. And so I got that shit. And then I believe like whatever, a year later, whatever, I got a booster that I think was Moderna. And then that was, I didn't do any more after that. But like, I had no problems with it. And everybody I know got vaccinated. Bro, in fact, I remember, so I got the vaccine. And then soon after, I was in public with somebody who had COVID and I didn't get COVID. And so that made me feel like, damn, the vaccine sort of fucking blessed me, you know?
Yeah, 100%. That shit was a wild time to just, I remember having, I don't know if it's still in my wallet, but I had that little piece of paper. Oh, my vaccine.
Same, yeah, your vaccine card. We had that too. In DC, we'd go out to eat and we would need to show that shit at certain
points. Facts.
When the country was just opening back up, basically, you know?
Crazy.
We basically lost all of like 2020 to COVID.
Yeah.
Like nobody went outside all of 2020 because of COVID. You know?
That was.
I still remember them shutting down the NBA like right as a game was about to start. I remember them shutting down the fucking PGA Tour had the Players Championship that week, which is one of their bigger events. They shut that bitch down like Thursday or Friday. Like it was crazy.
I remember that it was like I think the Mavericks were playing, and like you see Mark Cuban's face, like he's like his jaw drops because he had just found out that they were canceling the season. And then like Rudy Gobert like touched all the microphones or some shit. And
he
then
had COVID.
Like fucking day later, he had COVID. Oh man, wild shit. But yeah, I don't know. I used to listen to Fauci. I feel like he was just like a New York dude that like he just happened to be the fucking guy, and like fortunately he was the scapegoat that like people were fucking calling out. But he's probably just a regular ass dude. I heard Aaron Rodgers say today like he wrote in a diary he liked being famous or some shit like that.
Well, Aaron Rodgers lied about getting the vaccine. You remember that?
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is a scumbag.
He said he got the vaccine, and then it came out he didn't get the vaccine. He got inoculated with some bullshit that some like pseudo doctor gave him.
He said he was. What did he say? He was
inoculated.
No, but he said like there was some other shit he said. He said like he's something. He's immunized.
Yeah, immunized. I've been immunized. Yeah. And I thought he said inoculated, but you're right. He said I've been immunized. And everybody thought that meant he got the vaccine. He didn't get the motherfucking vaccine. He's a lying asshole.
Yeah, he's a punk, man. And then Stephen A. Smith, I sent you, is like doing an apology tour to Kyrie Irving right now.
I know. Why? Because he's trying to suck up to the right-wing audience, bro. He's so annoying. It's all to grift to a right-wing audience. That's why he's doing it, you know? Because Kyrie didn't get the vaccine, and so he's apologizing because, like, maybe you were right.
We still don't even know. Like, we still, you know, like, it's like, why are we doing these apology tours shits? Like, I don't know. This shit is fucking weird. All right, I got a couple more things for you. Curious your thoughts on this shit. Are you a s'mores guy?
I mean, it's okay. It's cool. It's not like amazing, but it's cool.
Mhm.
I've had s'mores from time to time. And if you're asking me which one I would want the most,
Mhm.
probably I'm gonna go like B2 maybe.
B2.
B2 or C1.
B2. Yeah, I'm comfortable there.
Yeah, that's how it's got to be. I don't like that fucking C3 is crazy where it's shit is
C3
on
is
fire.
insane crazy. Like my
Yeah.
daughter Nix likes that one, and it's just like I think she just does that one because it's like she gets to be around fire for a second. But like, yeah, would you say C1 or B2?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've never liked s'mores. Like I didn't know how s'mores
Oh
became
shit.
a thing. Yeah,
Oh,
I would
interesting.
prefer. I don't know what other type of shit you can do over a campfire, but like I'm down on a graham cracker altogether. Like graham crackers to me are ass cheeks.
Underrated. Oh,
Underrated?
you don't like graham crackers?
No.
Oh, we've never disagreed more, dog.
I mean, I don't
love those
mind
shits.
them. The like the Teddy, like the golden Teddy Graham in the brown in the blue box, whatever company that is. I don't mind it, but also I don't mind it. Here's my thing: I don't mind it, but if someone's got it at their crib, I'm like, why would you buy that
Oh
shit
my
though?
god, you're so
Like I'm
wrong,
mad at you
dog.
for buying it, but
Oh,
I'm not mad at you for offering it to me as a snack.
I'm about to put everybody on game right now. Ready? I'm about to put everybody on game right now. If you want a healthy dessert that will blow your fucking mind, okay?
Uh-huh.
Here's what you need. You need
Yeah, honey graham.
raspberries.
Uh-huh.
Okay, honey graham banging. Raspberries. Okay. You need Cool Whip.
Cool with banging. I can
And
get
you
behind that.
need, I got these graham crackers that are like special, like protein graham crackers. Bro.
You got the name of those bitches?
You want me to, let me grab the box. Give me a
Let me
sec.
see. Protein graham. I'm kind of, again, me and Kyle usually agree on shit, but I'm not. Oh, it's going to be like Kodak Bears. Let me see. I'm kind of usually with Kyle, but I'm. It's probably going to be this because this Kodak brand makes everything. It's either going to be this or those simple ones in the corner. But I don't know why. Like graham crackers is such an old school candy. Of like why is that the fucking thing that has become like the staple for all campfires? Like if you're going to give me some, is it this? Is it Kodak?
Okay. No, that's not it.
Oh, wow.
And I don't even think they're protein. So it's no added sugar, just dates. Must love classic graham crackers.
Wow.
These shits, bro. These shits right here. Crystal literally said to me, I just saw Crystal when I grabbed these. Crystal was like, don't tell them about it because then those shits are going to sell the fuck out. That's what she said.
Someone's got to work for, someone definitely works for Must Love listening right now. Get Kyle a fucking, so classic. Wow. I'm surprised you got graham crackers, man, because like that's not some shit I would look for in the aisles.
These shits, right? See, that's the problem. People sleep on graham crackers and they almost think of it as like they put it in the same category as like oatmeal or some shit.
Yeah, raisins.
But then you bite it and it's like these shits are fucking fire, bro. And I'm telling you, you get some raspberries, clean them bitches off nice so you don't get the cyclospora shit. You get raspberries, you get Cool Whip, and you put the graham crackers on top, and you'll never need another dessert ever again. And that
here's my thing.
A++++++.
Here's my thing. If graham crackers were that banging, you wouldn't have to add 2 more banging shits to it to make it that much more banging.
I mean, that's a fair point. Like very few people are just like, I'm just gonna have the graham cracker.
Yeah.
Right. Like you want to have some, like with s'mores, you want to have some marshmallow and some.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I agree with that. However, if people were to just start eating the graham cracker on some shit, not bad, bro. Even on its own, not fucking bad in my opinion. Especially these shits. These shits right here, I could eat these all day, air day.
You're about to put people on game because I'm gonna have to go try those shits.
Bro, I haven't eaten another dessert since I started having raspberries.
So I got to do the whole shit. I can't just have. So I can just have those alone, but I should do the whole triple entendre.
Do the triple shit, and what you do is I'll show. Let me show everybody real quick. So what you do is I'm gonna open these bitches up real quick. I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna take it out so people can see. There's the bag right here.
See, that's what I'm saying. Graham
I'm gonna open
crackers
these
dry
bitches
your
up.
mouth out.
Graham crackers dry your mouth out. That's why you need other things. Okay, so this is what one looks like. This is the size of it, right?
I like that size. Pause.
But this is what you're gonna do is you're gonna take it and you're gonna break that bitch in 2 or 3. Right now, mine broke in 3, and then you sprinkle that on top of the raspberries with the Cool Whip, and then you eat it all together. So try to get a bite that's got a piece of the graham cracker, Cool Whip, and the raspberry.
Okay.
And then you can thank me later, y'all, because
So you don't have to do anything with the raspberries. It's just like straight raspberries.
Raspberries, clean the raspberries, then raspberries in a bowl.
Yep.
Then Cool Whip on top of that, then graham crackers on top of that, and enjoy.
Banging. Okay.
And if you eat this on its own,
it's still good.
It's still good, but
okay.
The concoction I told you about is the shit that's really going to change your life.
Next level shit. All right. All right. I'm gonna have to try that bitch.
Our friend tried it around here and said the same shit. Like, damn, I've been missing out. I never need another dessert. They said I never will need another dessert, dog. I'm not even playing.
Wild.
Crystal could vouch for what I'm saying. Because this is one of those desserts it's not bad for you. It's not bad for you. It's a decent dessert, but you feel like you're eating some shit that's like, oh, this should make me fat or whatever. It doesn't, bro. It's perfect.
All right. I'm gonna have to try that shit because you put me on game with the strawberry cream cheese back in '88. You were the first person who like.
I would just go to Dunkin' Donuts.
I didn't even know strawberry cream cheese was a thing, bro.
I swear to God,
you ordered that shit like it was on some like I didn't even know Dunkin' Donuts sold that bitch.
It's like it came to me in a dream, and then I went to Dunkin' Donuts and said, "Let me get strawberry cream cheese on my bagel."
And they were like, "We got that."
You're the only person who's ever ordered it, but we got it. And then they made that shit. And then I've had this secret that nobody else knew forever. You know?
Yeah. Nah, you changed the game with that shit. I'll try that, but I think graham crackers, like I said, if someone has that shit in their house, I'm not mad at you, but I'm also gonna be like, why do you have graham crack? Like you like to put that shit in your cart at the grocery store to me is almost like there's so much other shit on the shelves that like to go out of your way and get graham crackers maybe is going against my argument that it's like that's why they're that good.
That's why people sleep on it though. Like you just described sleeping on it is like there's so much other shit. Why wouldn't I get the graham crackers? And it's like if you get the graham crackers, your ass is gonna be happy.
100%.
It's gonna do what it's gonna do, you know?
Yeah, shout out to graham crackers. All right, so then this is one other question I had on. So you're going, what level here are you going?
All right, for all the youngins watching, I'm going 6, 7.
Yeah. I like that. I like that too. It's an art though to get that shit like in that range because
it's
like
damn near impossible, bro. You got to get lucky to get it right there.
Yep.
You can easily end up, at 2 or 8 if you just blink.
You can go from 7 to 10 in a blink of an eye because your shit catches on fire. It's a rap skis.
That's right. In fact, if you have it at like 9 or 10, I actually don't even think that's good for you because that burnt shit is like it has like chemicals in it that's not good once it gets burnt.
Yeah. See, like 8 is bugging. There's too much of that like black charcoal shit on that shit.
Yeah.
I think 6 or 7 is like comfy the most
left-wing nationalist is correct. 6 or 7 is the way to go.
But I've never been a s'mores, roasted marshmallow type of guy. Like give me just straight marshmallow.
I understand that. No, I understand that. In fact, I think it's fair to say it's a little bit overrated because like people act like, oh my God, s'mores.
Yeah, like who wants s'mores?
You eat it and it's like, it's okay. Like it's cool. But you're not going like, oh, I'm craving it. It's like nobody ever craved it,
No, I think I'm going to challenge someone, not even like people listening, but challenge your friends or some shit at your next campfire. There's got to be a better concoction of graham cracker, chocolate, and marshmallow. There's got to be something else out there that like.
I mean, you could just add shit to it if you put some hot fudge on that bitch too. Like
yeah, but like give me a Chips Ahoy cookie, and now I'm building it out
with marshmallow,
and
a sandwich, like 2 Chips Ahoy cookies and a marshmallow in the middle. Yeah, that'll be banging.
Like there's got to be something better than s'mores. Like I don't know how s'mores became the shit.
No, I think that's a fair point because there's so many different cookies like in the aisle at the grocery store that on their own are doing heavy lifting more than s'mores. Yes. And so if you just get one of those cookies and put it as a sandwich with a marshmallow, that can Reese's instead of chocolate.
That already is fucking 100,000
Yeah,
times
that's
better,
phenomenal.
you
Like
know?
that right there, that could change your life. You know,
It,
like
it,
that
it
could be
might
like,
melt
bro,
really fast, and like you're definitely gonna have chocolate all in your fingers.
but it's gonna be worth it.
It's gonna be worth it, but you need the
Yeah.
outer casing of some shit that doesn't get stuck in your fingers.
Facts. That's exactly right.
Last thing I got here. They're making a Clueless sequel.
Oh shit. How old is Alicia Silverstone now? She's got to be damn near like 55, 60.
She's dumb old. But the reason I chose this shit, because Stacey Dash is like super conservative.
Oh my god, that's right.
She's like very out there, like
oh, she's only 49. Alicia Silverstone's only 49. Okay.
Oh, it's not that bad.
Yeah, no, she can get away with it.
But
yeah, fuck that bitch. Yeah, she's been on Fox and shit all the time. Not Alicia Silverstone. The other one has been on Fox News all the time.
Yep. So I don't know. I was just curious if you would see that shit. But like, yeah, they're remaking so many movies.
Yeah, I mean, shit, that's like a movie of our childhood right there. I remember my sister watching that when I was like a little kid.
On like VHS. Think of how far we've come from VHS.
Facts. Yeah. I feel like they could, if they wanted to, like they reboot everything anyway. So why wouldn't they reboot like Beverly Hills 90210?
Yeah.
You know? Or why wouldn't they reboot like a new version of Friends?
Yeah.
You know, like some shit, King of Queens, some shit, like they reboot everything else. Why not reboot some of the shit that actually had massive followings and was like decent TV wise, you know?
Yeah, well, they try to do it like when they do like Boy Meets World, but they'll do like
Girl Meets World
Girl or some shit. Yeah.
It was Girl Meets World. It was a different audience. It was the target audience was not like, because who do you go for? Do you go for the people who watch Boy Meets World, or do you go for the younger audience that Boy Meets World initially appealed to? So like the kids of the people who watch Boy Meets World. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know. It's sort of a tough one to figure out.
And some of those people are just fucking like irreplaceable. Like you know, like you can't do Girl Meets World, or if you try to do Boy Meets World again and bring back fucking, you know, Corey, Topanga, and it's like they're dumb old, and you're like, nah, it just doesn't work anymore. Or they came back with Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and try to have like another Will, and it was like there's only one Will Smith.
Yeah, it's crazy because like, what do you do? Like, there's some shows that are so good, and then they just inevitably end up ruining it because they try to drag that bitch out. So like, they did that with The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead was like one of the greatest shows ever until it became like one of the worst shows ever because they kept trying to make it a cash grab and just drag that bitch out forever.
Yep.
And it's like, yeah, you shouldn't have done this. The Sopranos at least wrapped that bitch up at a certain point, and everybody looks back like, yeah, it was sort of fire, you know? So it's hard. And the balancing act is hard.
You see the one, I didn't watch Sopranos, but one of the dudes just died from that shit.
Big Pussy. His name was Big Pussy in the show. He died. It's a shame.
Was he like a bitch in the show? Like, why
no, that was just his nickname. I don't even remember why that was his nickname, but that was his nickname. Now, so many of the dudes from the original show are gone. You know?
Yeah, it's sad.
Paulie Gualtieri is gone. Big Pussy's gone. Tony's dead. It's only
Steve Sharippa's around because he goes to every fucking Knicks game.
Yeah, and the guy who played Christopher.
The wife is still around, right? The blonde.
Yeah, she's still around.
And the daughter, I think, does shit too. I've seen her in some stuff.
Yes, and then the two kids in The Sopranos hosted a podcast together. I think they still do a podcast together.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's about The Sopranos too.
Oh, good for them.
Yeah, so they're doing good.
All right. Do you know how to do Rubik's cubes?
Fuck no. Will does. My buddy Will does.
Really?
He took the time to like learn what to do with like how to do it, and then he figured out how to do it.
It's impressive, man. I have a friend whose daughter is like 7 or 8, and she fucking figured it out. And so I bought one for Nyx, and like she couldn't do that shit. We watched like a couple videos, and it was like, my brother-in-law Max knows how to do it, but like he's like, there's like, it's like algorithms. Like you got to know how to spin this shit, and like,
there's a thing there's like, if you learn the rules, you could figure it out from wherever it is how to do it. But like, you know, most of us don't know or care and don't want to learn how to do that shit. You know,
you ever seen the videos of people solving that shit in like fucking point?
Oh yeah. They do it competitively, and they'll like fucking bang that shit out, and like I did it in 17 seconds. You know,
that shit is fucking crazy. All right, let's get to some super chats here.
All right, let's do it, y'all. Shystermeister, thank you for the $5. Correction, Crockett did endorse Tallarico. Tallarico himself, she did, and told folks to keep her name out of their mouths. Yeah, so I saw I looked it up afterwards. I could have sworn that she didn't endorse. She did endorse. However, it was very like, it was like, oh yeah, I endorsed the whole ticket in Texas. And she did it like immediately after the election. And I think what I was trying to say was that she's not campaigning with him. She's not campaigning for him or with him, but she is going around the country and campaigning with like a bunch of the worst corporate Democrats. So that's how she's let me down. But it is true that she did technically endorse him. So I rescind what I had said previously. SE True, thanks for the $5. Kyle, ever consider Nebula? You're always saying you'd get banned from YouTube if you said what you really think. And if you do, you'll still have a platform. No, I haven't really considered Nebula. And
another platform.
And like the things when I say those words, like, oh, I might get banned from YouTube if I say what I want to say here. In that moment, if I were to say the shit I was thinking, I'd probably get banned from any motherfucking platform. So it wouldn't just be YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like I got to reel myself in because the worst side of me is winning the battle internally.
Is Nebula another platform?
Yeah, it's like a lefty streaming or video platform, I guess you'd call it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Thanks, SC True.
Time Bandit, thanks for the $10. On Key West on the last episode, not only is Hawaii further south, but our territories are further south too. Puerto Rico, Virgin Islands, Guam, Northern Mariana Islands, American Samoa, etc. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. All those.
I think I looked that shit up. I think for Key West, it's like the connected 48 states or some shit like that.
Yeah,
it's
for
like
the contiguous, I think they call it the contiguous continental United States. Yeah, that's the lowest point there, not including the territories or Hawaii, because it's not part of the contiguous United States.
Facts. Thank you, though, Time Bandit.
Shyster, thanks again for the $5. The world needs to take a U.S./Israeli military merger as a global threat. Agreed. That provision is fucking lunacy that they had that in there. And it's clearly an attempt to make it so that if a U.S. president comes along and goes, we don't want to send any more money or weapons there, that they go, okay, no problem. But like, there's sort of like a backdoor way of doing it because it's like baked into the cake. You know what I'm saying? Where like you can't really decouple with them. Same thing Palantir does. Peter Thiel does that shit with Palantir. Makes it so you're so embedded in our governmental computer systems that no president can come in and break up with Palantir. You have to contend with them because you can't fully get away from them. It's crazy. Yes, Shock Guy, thanks for the $5. Hillary Schulten was on Tab Jaker's show smearing Abdul as a sexist. Is it okay to call women like that the C word? Also, how punchable is Tap's face? Yeah, Tap Jaker is so fucking smug and so fucking annoying. And he knows what he's doing when he has on this Hillary Schulten lady to just keep smearing Abdul. It's crazy, man. Like the shit that they get away with saying, they're like, I won't even vote for him in the general election. Could you imagine if a left-wing Abdul ally was on CNN going, if Abdul loses, I will not vote for Haley Stevens in the general election. They would immediately say, you're basically MAGA. Right. But we can't say that about her or we're being sexist. Right. No, it's bullshit. And she is MAGA. But don't call her the C word because they're going to use that against Abdul. But you can call her MAGA because she is. Muhammad, thanks for the $20. So, Corin, hey, Kyle, my brother, who isn't a practicing Muslim, only culturally Muslim, convinced me to be more left-leaning, even though I'm still practicing. I think certain things I will still disagree with you, Kyle. That's all right, brother. It happens, man. Everybody who watches my show disagrees with me on some things, but happy to have you along for the ride. Appreciate you.
Facts. Thanks, Mama.
V-Man, thanks for the $10. Kyle, watch your Spain video. The U.S. has just comically shot itself in the foot if they do back Morocco's claim to Ceuta by opening the door for Spain to argue they still hold sovereignty to Puerto Rico. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. That's interesting, bro. I would love to see that play. Well, actually, I don't want to see that play out because that means like we're on the brink of World War III. But yeah, they're fucking over Spain, bro. It's crazy to watch. But appreciate you, man.
Thanks, V-Man.
That guy Jack, thanks for the $5. Hey guys, what cartoons did you watch growing up? Also, let's go Abdul, baby. Indeed, let's fucking go Abdul. Tomorrow, y'all, if you're in Michigan, go vote for Abdul. Don't sit on the couch. Don't fucking say, whatever. Go vote for Abdul if you live in Michigan.
That's a big one, right?
Time, bro. It's a huge one. It matters big time. Go vote for him. So what cartoons did we watch growing up? That's a great question. Corin, I'm about to throw some at you real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going back when I'm a kid. Okay. Mm-hmm. Did you watch Birdman?
No, fuck no. I don't even know. No.
I watched Birdman on, I think it was on Cartoon Network. I watched Birdman. I fuck with that one. Did you watch Captain Planet?
No, I didn't watch Captain Planet. Damn, you're going back.
I went back. I'm trying to give people the whole lay of the land. I watched motherfucking Muppet Babies, Rugrats.
Yeah,
Doug,
Rugrats was in there. Yep.
Doug, as I get older here, this Birdman.
Is this Birdman?
Yep. He goes, Birdman, this thing.
Is Wolverine in there, or is that just someone that looks like Wolverine?
I don't remember, bro. I don't think so.
No,
I really don't remember.
I feel like
trying to think what else. What I mean, then obviously as you get older, it's like Simpsons, Family Guy, fucking South Park. Like those are the ones as you get older you watch. But when I was younger, everything Cartoon Network, everything Nickelodeon, I was in all that bitch. Rocko's Modern Life, fucking Cat Dog.
Yep.
Whatever, all that shit I watched.
There was one. I feel like we were tapped into all of them though. You remember like Pinky and the Brain?
Oh, of course, absolutely.
Yeah. Like there was Gargoyles. I don't really like, but that shit was a thing. Doug, like Ren and Stimpy, all that shit, like Looney Tunes.
Remember, like Legends of the Hidden Temple? Remember
Legends
that shit?
Of the Hidden Temple, 100%.
That shit like crazy. Yeah, Wild and Crazy Kids.
Double Dare.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
American Gladiator.
American Gladiator. What's crazy though, as you look back at it, like all the kid shows that we loved. The only reason those shits exist is because there was some creepy ass pedophile who was like, I'm gonna make a kids network, and then just invited a bunch of kids and tried to touch their booty holes. You know? Like that's the only reason. I think about that all the time. Think about the fucking where did NSYNC come from? It's because a fat pedophile named Ron Perlman was like, I need to get around some little ass boys, and so he created this massively successful fucking band of like little young boys, teenage boys, and it was all because he was trying to see them naked and shit.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
How crazy is that?
Yeah. That was Drake and Josh. Wasn't the director like some creepy ass old fat dude or some shit?
Oh yeah, there was a like a whole documentary that me and Crystal watched on this. I forget the dude's name, but like the dude who ran fucking was it Nickelodeon or was it some other shit? Like he was the worst. He was like a pedophile 78 times over. Like it was crazy.
Yeah.
There was a whole documentary. I'm forgetting the name of the dude, but people could put it in the comment section.
I'm trying to, yeah. Oh,
good question, that guy Jack. Thank you for jogging my memory and making me remember all these like old ass cartoons. V-Man, thanks for the $5. Let me explain. In 1897, the Spanish government granted Puerto Rico the Charter of Autonomy, giving the island local self-governance. So yeah, they were colonized by the Spanish, I guess. It makes sense. I mean, Spain colonized so much. Part of said agreement was a condition that the charter could not be altered without consent of the Puerto Rican people. Oh, I see where this is going. In the U.S.
got one more.
This charter went into effect before the U.S. invasion, meaning by Spanish law, Spain had zero authority to hand over Puerto Rico without local consent, which was never given, meaning they can argue that to the U.S. if they so desire. That's hilarious, bro.
Yo, V-Man, bro. I'm going to take a trip to Puerto Rico. I need you to show me around, man, because you fuck with Puerto Rico hard. And I've been
to Puerto Rico. Did you know that, Corin? That I've been to Puerto Rico?
No, I don't think I knew you went to Puerto Rico.
Yeah, I've been to Puerto Rico. Yeah, I remember. I want to say I was like a senior in high school, or junior, and I think I was like 15 or 16, and my mom took me there with my sister.
Good time?
Yeah, it was cool, man. It was cool. I enjoyed it. We went to Ponce. Was the place we went to.
Yeah, I've heard of Ponce. I went once on a cruise. I think we stopped in Puerto Rico, and we were in like Old San Juan or some shit like that. Went to a strip club out there when I was probably like 14 years old or some shit.
Oh no. They let me shout out to the dealer at the casino I was at, because she knew I was a year underage and she let me gamble anyway, bro.
That's what's up.
How nice is that? And I won like $200 or some shit. And she told me like, shh, when somebody was asking the ages, I was like, oh yeah, I'm 18.
Yo, shout out to her, because she could you could have won too, and then she could have hit you with some like, yeah, he's not 21 type of shit, or he's not 18, whatever they.
I think it was 18. I think it was supposed to be 18, and I was like 16 or something like that.
That's why I fuck with like the whole Hispanic culture, man, because they just like they're cool, like they understand. Like if you're having fun, you're vibing, they're not gonna fuck with you. But if that was in like Texas or some shit, they'd have been like, you're not 21, give me my money back. Yeah,
shout out to her, man. I wish I remembered her name. I want her to know I still have a positive association in my memory with her. Skeptical, thanks for the $5. Hey, Kyle, did you see that Asmongold has a new girlfriend and gave him a list of demands for the relationship? One of them was to shower and wash his hands. I did see that he had a new girlfriend, but I wasn't sure if it was like a bit or not, because she seemed out of his league. She seemed like one of those girls who like, she's Asian and she almost tries to make herself look like some sort of anime character. I don't know. I was like, is this a bit? Is he paying her? Like, I didn't really know what was up with it, but if that's true, that's one of the most hilarious things I've ever seen. Like, okay, I'll be with you, but you need to wash your ass. It's like, okay.
Yeah, that's super weird.
Ben Taxenstein, our boy, thanks for the $50, man.
Thank you, bro.
Miss you, gents. Through 50 clams to Silly and Billy during the Kyle versus Pac-Man coverage, then an extra 20 to tell them no need to poll chat to ask who they let watch their kids. Destiny or Hassan, nothing but love for you guys. Appreciate you, Pentax and C, man. And Vanguard is freaking it over there too, brother. He is. They're on top of every single left-wing beef. Here's the thing. I have a general rule. If there's some shit about me that there's even like a 5% chance it might be negative, I just won't watch it. Because I'm like, I don't need that in my life. Like, if somebody's dumping on me, whatever. But like, I learn every other day from the Vanguard that like, oh, this person took a shot at me. Oh, that person took a shot at me. I don't even listen to it, but I'm just like, oh, I guess they're taking shots at me. And I only know that because the Vanguard is on top of every single beef. It's kind of hilarious.
Vanguard does. Is Silly and Billy the Vanguard? Like,
yeah, so that's... And that comes from Jank dismissively was like, Silly and Billy over there coming after us. And they started making shirts that said Silly and Billy on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they flipped that shit right back on them.
Shout out to them, man. I mean, they used my fucking clip and didn't throw me any love, man. I was kind of mad at them. I commented on their video.
What clip?
They used a clip of me and you talking about David Pacman.
And bro, we get it. Every single fucking Kyle and Corin, I feel like they find some juicy shit. That
like, really? I just saw that one. And I commented like, yo, throw me some fucking love, Vanguard.
No, they show you love. They definitely show you love.
Oh, all the time. Homies, though.
Yeah, all the time they show you love. And
They're
like it's funny because like we do this show and we think nothing of what we say, but then I'll say some shit and it'll lead to like 2 weeks of fighting with other people. And I'm like, bro, I'm just here answering questions.
I'm not going to front, bro. I've said this in the past. Like, you put Kyle Kulinski in any fucking title shit and that shit goes crazy. So like, even their videos, like all their Kyle videos go fucking bonkers. So like, just by them using your name, like they're getting love, you know, like, and like, so shout out to them because they do good content, but like you give them good content. So like, it's a fucking like win-win for both.
Yeah. It's an ecosystem.
Yeah. But they're real ones though.
Them. Thank you, Pentaxenstein. You're the man, bro.
Appreciate you,
Pentax. You're the man. Rob Seshikim. I'll go with that. Thanks for the $100. Wow.
Thank you.
If there was justice in this world, Big Beautiful Bill would be the name of Trump's cellmate. And if my choice was Trump, Keg's Breath, Yahoo, and all the other war criminal motherfuckers would be shipped to Iran as an apology, and they could deal with them however they see fit. I fucking love that idea. Oh, I might steal that for the show, bro. I might steal that for the show. That's nice. So like, yeah, like as a token of our apology and appreciation for a peace agreement, it's like we will send you Trump and Netanyahu and Pete Keg's Breath, and then you guys can do whatever the fuck y'all want to do with them because these people are war criminals. It would be incredible. It would never fucking happen. But if in a world that made sense, that the next Democratic president would be like, we just arrested all three of them and they're being shipped right now to Tehran. And
well, you said that shit
of our appreciation and our apology for what we've done to you.
You said that last week. It was like, what made it okay for us to just fucking kidnap Venezuela's like president? Right. Why can't another country just be like, we're going to kidnap Trump and keep him fucking hostage?
Can't say shit. We started it. We started the motherfucking trend. If you get to kidnap world leaders, okay, bitch, it's on. People kidnap world leaders, you know?
Yeah, that'd be a fun ass game. Who could kidnap the most world leaders? Oh, thank you though, Rob. That was very nice, man.
Craigie Mack, thanks for the $50. Very kind. You guys are really making it rain on us here tonight. Appreciate you. Early. Kyle, from the hiker the other day, you mentioned can cost up to 10K, more like 50 to 100K, LOL. From the hiker the other day? I'm trying to think what he's talking about. The hiker. I'm not sure what that means. Do you know what that means, Cor?
No, I don't know. Is that like Hassan Piker or some shit?
No. But what did I say can cost up to 10K? I'm trying to think. What did I say could cost up to $10,000? I don't remember. I hate that I have to do it, but I actually carry SAR insurance through Garmin in case I need to hit the red button on my Garmin. What a time to be alive.
Like, he's talking maybe actually hiking because Garmin is some like fucking navigation shit. From the hiker the other day.
I'm not sure.
Maybe insurance or some shit.
I genuinely don't remember what I said can cost up to 10K. So I have no idea what he's talking about.
The helicopter flight? The impaled hiker?
Oh, I remember now. Okay, yeah. Go back to it. Yeah.
Hold on, let me find that shit.
Okay, yeah. I know what he's talking about. Some dude got impaled. Some dude got impaled when he was hiking up a mountain, and he walked all the way down to avoid a helicopter.
Oh,
taking a medical helicopter because it would have cost a tremendous amount of money. And this person is saying it can cost like 50 to 100,000.
No, I believe. Yeah, that makes sense. 10K sounds light for a fucking helicopter flight on the top of a mountain.
And he says he carries SAR insurance through Garmin in case I need to hit the red button on my Garmin. Okay, so he's saying like
He's got
he
like
pays
hiker
insurance, yeah, so that like if he needs a medical evacuation, it's covered, is what he's saying. Damn, son. Yeah, and in other countries, it's just like if you get hurt and you're on a motherfucking mountain or something, it's like we're just gonna come get you, and we're not gonna make you go bankrupt, you know. But here, everything's fucking fucked. And
Bro,
so
I told you I
like,
broke my thumb. It was $4,800 for my surgery.
That's crazy.
And then $4,500 for my hospital stay. I was at the hospital for like 5 hours, if that.
That's insane. And what did they even do to your thumb? They didn't perform fucking surgery. They didn't do shit.
They didn't do I mean, like, they did the surgery on my thumb, but like, what's $5,000 to stay at the hospital for?
What did they do to your thumb? Like, what did they do? Did they just go like and try to put it back in place?
Well, they put pins back in the shit.
They put pins in your thumb?
They put pins in my thumb.
And you were awake for that, bitch?
No. They put me to sleep.
Oh, they put you to sleep and they did it. Okay.
But I don't get why my hospital bill is $5,000. I was in a bed for like 2 hours. They rolled me into the fucking room where they gave me the anesthesia, did my thumb, and then told me to leave. I asked for an extra pillow because like my head was like not propped enough.
They charge you for that shit?
She didn't even bring this shit.
Oh my!
So like at least if they brought me another pillow, that could be like a $2,500 pillow.
Oh my
but
God,
like,
bro. It's
$5,000 to go to the hospital for a couple hours,
and that's why people go like, "I'm not going to go." When I hurt my finger, I thought it may have been broken, but I thought it also might be a strain. I wasn't sure, or sprain, I guess I should say. And like, I didn't go because I'm like, what are they going to fucking do for me? They're not going to do anything for me. So I just sat there all fucking 2 weeks with my shit like straight, and I taped it myself because like, what's the point? What's the point if you're going to get a big ass bill and they don't do much for you? You know. Justice for Corin bringing his pillow. Facts. Everybody get Corin a pillow. Wes Nelson, bro. Thanks for the $5. If the Dems fought against fascism like they do against DSA, then I think this country could take a step in the right direction. It's true, bro. The fangs are out for DSA, man. They're going all in. Wait until tomorrow. I'll cover for you guys the Bill Maher shit. Bill Maher segment. Oh my word.
You're gonna have a field day with that shit.
He's
lost it, right?
He's lost. He said I would rather vote for Sarah Palin than a DSA Democrat.
Damn.
And it's like, oh my God, you are literally just a Republican now. Like you're just giving Fox News talking points, bro. That's all this is.
That shit is sad.
I know. Skeptical, thanks for the $5. Hey, Kyle, again, do you know who Not So Erudite is? You should look her up and get her on KKF. She leans left, does political debates, very smart. All right, well, thank you. I will look into that. I don't know who that is, but I will look into that. Thank you, Skeptical.
Thank you, Skeptical.
Film Inspector, thanks for the $5. Is Mao Zedong, Vladimir Lenin, Pol Pot okay to idolize for a democratic socialist like myself? Or I would say no, but I also don't think Hassan really did that. I think they're sort of smearing him with that when he wore the Mao suit. I think he was just rage baiting. And I think the right fell for it, but liberals also sort of fell for it and took the bait, which was disappointing because I thought the liberals would know better. But the right melted down over it and thought it was like some, policy stance he was taking or just expressing agreement with everything Mao did. And I just don't think that that's true. I think he's just sort of rage baiting. And also I think those characters are all different. And it's one of those things where I don't think it's like when you talk about Hitler, some people be like, oh, the Autobahn was dope. Like he was able to make do good roads. Like some people will say that. And it's like, yeah, don't do that. Like we don't really need to have that conversation. But I do think it's different when it comes to the so-called left-wing extremists, even if there are genuine extremists, because there actually is like a track record of like lifting a tremendous number of people out of poverty, right? So like current day China has lifted millions of people, tens of millions of people out of poverty. But if you say that and don't do like the Communist Chinese Party fear-mongering, then people look at you like you're a psycho and look at you like you're insane. But in reality, it's just like this mental block that people have in the West that you're not allowed to say anything positive about any actual left-wing governments. And so I just sort of reject that whole notion. I don't think Hassan was like praising Mao or anything like that. And I do think there are nuanced things you could talk about when you look at, movements that otherwise may have been bad. They may have had elements that were positive that we can learn from. I think we can learn a lot from modern day China, for example, even though there are things I would hate, like certain authoritarian things that I think are beyond the pale. So I don't know. I just feel like he's rage baited a lot of people and everybody fell for it. And if you're left of center at all, you should know better. You should be currently on the offense against the fascist, not like adding to the pylon. I don't think that's much to ask for in this moment, but apparently it seems like it is.
Thank you, Film Inspector.
Metalhead Matt, thanks for the $5. You can't, on the one hand, say it's not a war when only one side is fighting Gaza, then say Trump started 8 wars: Venezuela, Ecuador, Nigeria, Somalia. It's not a war when only one side is fighting. Well, no, I just call it a genocide in Gaza because it's a genocide. That's what I'd say there. And Venezuela, Ecuador, Nigeria, and Somalia, I mean, it's just like illegal bombing raids from the U.S. I mean, I can call it a war for shorthand because I think if like China bombed Texas and we didn't fight back, I would still say China declared war on us, right? So like I think it's fair to call that a war. In the same way, they're not like ongoing hot wars with ground troops or anything like that. But what we did against Venezuela is an act of war. What we're doing in Ecuador, Nigeria, and Somalia, they're acts of war. So yeah, I'm perfectly comfortable saying that. With Gaza, I've always called it a genocide. I haven't really called it a war. In fact, I've criticized people who call it a war. So
thanks, Metalhead Matt.
Metalhead Matt's always trying to do some gotcha shit, man. Metalhead Matt is always trying to do some gotcha shit.
I thought he started out as a real one, but he's kind of like flipped the script a little bit.
Yeah, facts. Kenji the Potato, thanks for $5. Thanks for the $5. What do you guys think about Halloweening early? My local Cracker Barrel put up Halloween decorations merch mid-July. Low-key pissed me off. 100%. See, here's the thing.
Yep.
I am I don't think I'm actually autistic, but I have some autistic characteristics. And one of those things is I don't like my schedule to be broken.
Facts.
And the other thing is like a place for everything and everything in its place. And whenever people do shit outside of the season they're supposed to do it, I hate it.
Yep.
I hate it. Do not be putting up motherfucking Halloween decorations in mid-July. Like,
I noticed that shit at Costco. I actually went to Costco and I heard somebody say it. They're like, oh, they've got their Halloween stuff up already. And then I looked and I was just like, and I was like, they do have their Halloween. Like, I thought it was just one thing and they happened to fuck up, but it was like a whole section. And I was like, that's too early for Halloween stuff.
Way too early, bro. Come on, man. That's unacceptable. So don't hit me with, look, me and Crystal have had this back and forth. We don't disagree on anything, but this is one thing where we disagree on is I don't like when Christmas starts eating into other holidays.
Yeah.
Right? And like she's sort of on team like, well, let's put up the Christmas tree earlier than what I would like. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's like, but that's what happens is she's like, oh, we won't have that long to keep it up. And I don't like to keep it up after it. So like, and it's, so I don't do any of the shit anyway. Like she's in charge. So I let her do the shit. But in my head, I'm sort of like, it's not time for a Christmas tree, bro. It's just not, you know?
Yeah. Certain things have to run its course. Now, here's what I'll say is like, if you're shopping at Goodwill or you're shopping at a store and you see a costume or you get like a Halloween shit on sale because it is summertime or because it is like past the season,
that's just smart shopping.
Yeah, that's smart shopping. But if a store is actively fucking promoting that holiday, pump the brakes on that shit. Like we're all going to be 100%. Buying that shit eventually. You're going to get people more mad that you have this shit than you are going to get people buying this shit because no one's even thinking about that shit right now. So don't try and start a trend to get people thinking about that shit.
Yeah, I would say you got to wait until after Thanksgiving to put up the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
And you got to
100%.
And you got to wait until after like Halloween season to put up the Thanksgiving decorations.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, let the fucking holidays run its course. And because you're never going to put a Christmas tree up before Thanksgiving and have somebody be like, that's a great idea. Like,
right.
It's only going to be some negative shit.
And you got to do, if you're going to do like Halloween shit, you should start October 1st. I'll allow it.
Yeah. But I'm cool with October 1st.
If you're September 29th in this bitch, fucking stop it. It's 82 degrees outside.
Yes.
It's still nice. Like nobody's thinking about no fucking Halloween right now.
No one wants to see a pumpkin right now.
100%.
Yeah.
Cartoon, thanks for the $10. Thoughts on Sophie Cunningham comments on trans people in sports, or liking posts from Riley Gaines leading her to be called MAGA Barbie, yet she is in the WNBA where 1/4 of the players are queer.
Did you see this shit?
I didn't. I didn't see it. What I did see was the picture of Sophie with Riley Gaines. Like I saw the picture of her with Riley Gaines, and I was like, oh, the fact that she's taking a picture of Riley Gaines, like that's, I know what she's doing. Yeah. So look, all I'll say is she might find out after fucking around. You know, like those WNBA women might just fucking, they're not fucking around. They might put her in her fucking place. Yeah. And not for nothing, you're kind of asking for it, right?
Yeah.
It's like if you're a white boy in the NBA and you say some racist shit and you're like, yeah, like that's how I feel.
Yeah.
Then it's like, all right, well, you're sort of asking to be isolated and alienated in the fucking locker room, and you're asking to have no friends and for them to like maybe fuck with you a little bit.
Yeah.
You know? So like the fact that she doesn't know that, also Loki, that makes me feel like, what are you hiding, Sophie? Right? Like, are you secretly trans and you're like a self-hater? It's sort of like the Republicans who all are anti-gay, but they desperately want to suck dick, and they do suck dick on the weekends.
Yeah.
You know? Like, it's the same shit. Like, are you yourself trans and you're a self-hater? Like, and you come from a religious background? Like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
Because the over-the-top trans hatred is just crazy to me. Like, what's the point?
Yeah.
Why? They have it hard enough. Why are you trying to make their lives more difficult, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, she's bugging on that. Especially taking the picture. I do think that like playing professional sports though, like a biological man playing some female shit, that's kind of like, of course you're gonna dominate in that shit. Like,
but I mean, they have rules around that, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
There's
and it's such a small number of fucking people that can do that.
And then also in the instances in like college and high school, for example, where they do have trans players, they actually haven't dominated.
Yeah,
they haven't. They've come like not in first. It hasn't been pure domination, which sort of like flies in the face of like, oh, it's a guarantee. Like, yeah, if you have LeBron James put on a wig and
that's
say
what they said.
They
said LeBron's going to retire and come back as a woman and play 10 more years in the WNBA.
He can play 30 more years in the WNBA.
No, facts.
But you get it, right? Like,
yeah,
it's not what they say. Like, they try to scaremonger about it and fearmonger about it. It's like all they're doing, what they really want to do is make it so that like trans kids are alienated and isolated and not allowed to have any community or be in a shared space where you have like social interaction and gain friends and shit. They want to make it so you can't play in elementary school or middle school or high school.
Yeah.
It's a way of trying to alienate them more and say like, you're different. You're not allowed to have fun like the rest of the kids.
Yeah.
And like, the fact of the matter is, I know from living in a rural place, the boys and girls play co-ed sports until motherfucking high school over here because we don't have that many people here. And like, I can tell you firsthand that up until like fucking 7th grade, if anything, the girls are better at the sports than the boys because they're more fucking focused. And like, they can focus on a task better than the boys who are fucking spacey as a motherfucker as a general rule.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, it's all the same bullshit. It's all the same. Anti-trans panic is the same as like the anti-gay shit back in the day, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, she's kind of like doing herself a disservice by trying to like fucking get behind that fucking argument.
Darth Leftist, thanks for the $10. Hey, Kyle, did you see that Pisco, Hutch, Destiny, etc. did a debate about whether you and Crystal are more in the Dem Party tent than Liz Cheney? Destiny did a rant about you being scared to debate. I'm not scared to debate him. I don't like him. I don't respect him. Right? Like, there's a big difference there. Like, I don't like you. I don't respect you. I think he's a drama monger. Like, it's very obvious. Why does he always have some personal drama? And he treats his stream like it's some fucking trashy reality show from like 2005. Like, that's not what I do, bro. What I do is I cover the news and cover politics and talk about it and give information and give my opinion. I'm not into this for fucking weird blood sport shit. I'm not a 14-year-old boy anymore. So I don't like you. I don't respect you. I think you're weird. I think you got a lot of like strange cases around you. I think it's bizarre that there's always some new thing with some new accusation against you every day. I find it weird that you have a hate boner for Hassan that literally never fucking goes away. You would think like that would have died down eventually because, you know, Hassan had your breakup when you were friends. Like how long ago now? 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, something like that. But no, you still hold on to it. So, I mean, that's why I wouldn't do it. Like, it seems like a waste of time, a waste of energy. And let's stop pretending like there's literally any chance that he would concede on any of my points, right? Like, he's a fucking demagogue through and through. I have no doubt. If he made a point that I thought was good, I'd be like, damn, that's a good point, bro. Like, I would actually stop and digest it and say, that's a good fucking point. I didn't consider it from that perspective. But if I made the most fucking ironclad point about literally any of my positions, I have no doubt he would not fucking accept it. He would not be like, hey, good point, bro. Because that's not what he's doing. He's like fucking like peacocking. He's doing this weird thing where it's like, you know, I'm going to one up you. I'm the macho man here. I'm the alpha. Like, I'm going to fucking take you down, bro. And it's like, I'm sorry, I'm not 14 anymore. I got no interest in this drama bullshit. Sorry, bro. And by the way, let's just say this. In this moment, as fascism is fucking sweeping through this country and taking it over, it is deeply fucking unserious that anybody would want to debate something like this. Who's more in the tent? The fucking neocon warmonger who's never met a war she didn't like, or the people who are anti-war and pro-universal healthcare and pro-helping people and pro-equality and pro-justice. The fact that you have to debate that as opposed to, I don't know, talking about Stephen Miller's fucking concentration camps or the fucking Epstein pedophile cabal that's still running wild, or the endless wars, I think that says something about his unseriousness as a person, right? Like if you're talking more about inter-left-wing fights in this crucial moment where we're all desperately trying to beat back fascism, if you're not aiming your sights on the fascists, that's a fucking you problem, bro. Like that's not a me problem. That's a you problem. That's like a you lost your motherfucking way and can't see straight and can't see the danger that's clearly right in front of us right now. So that's all I'll say on that. But
that's a mic drop.
Not a serious dude.
Thanks, Dark Leftist.
Metalhead Matt, thanks for the $5. Paxton didn't throw out 2.5 million ballots. He sued Harris County for sending 2.5 million unsolicited mail-in applications during COVID. Not at all comparable. That seems pretty comparable to me, bro. That seems pretty comparable to me. Where do you think those? Do you think those 2.5 million ballots were all illegitimate ballots? Were fake or something like that? Because that seems completely and utterly ridiculous. Obviously, what the Republican play is to disenfranchise as many people as possible. And like, I think you know that, Metalhead Matt. I'm kind of getting fed up with Metalhead Matt. He's sort of flirting with a ban here. Not gonna lie,
yeah,
like,
he's
sort of flirting
weird
with a ban. Like when every single thing is like a fucking attempt at a gotcha.
Shit, yeah.
Like, you know, we might be done with you, bro. Mohi, thanks for the $20. Iran had decades to prepare. If we planned properly, we should have begun a massive Green New Deal clean energy push in the 1980s to cut oil dependence, making threats to close the Strait of Hormuz and oil far less impactful. I mean, exactly. And certainly you would think in this moment where like we need green and renewable technology, that our leaders would be smart enough to go, okay, well, at least now let's invest massively in it so that within 5 years, 10 years, we can be in a better place. But no, in this moment, they're still saying, fuck green energy, fuck renewable energy, fuck wind energy, solar energy, geothermal. Like they're doubling down on the oil, which we can't even fucking get now. So it's just, they're so stupid. That's why I call them a baboon regime. It's like a bunch of baboons are throwing feces against a wall and trying to rule the country that way, you know?
Yeah, dumbasses. Thanks, Mohit.
Cap, thanks for the $10. Destiny made a video. Crystal Ball is disgusting. He reacts to our interview with Adam Smith. Would you consider having him on KKF to hash out differences, or would you rather punch him in the face? I wouldn't want to punch him, but I also would not like to talk to him in any capacity anymore. So yeah, neither is my answer to your question, but appreciate you, bro.
Thanks, Cap.
Cap, thanks again for the $10. Hal, please remind me where the orange man first hooked up with his wife. Whose plane was it again? It's been a while since you mentioned it. I forgot. Well, good question, Cap. And I'll answer that, even though everybody in the audience just answered in their own head. They allegedly first had sex on the Lolita Express, which was Jeffrey Epstein's pedophile plane.
Oh, really?
Oh, you didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that.
I say it on my show all the time. Yeah.
Oh, that he met her through Epstein.
Yes, and Trump. Well, that is alleged, not proven. But the thing I know for sure is that it is alleged that Trump and Melania first had sex on the Lolita Express.
Wow.
And I think it was Epstein who talked about that in his emails, and it came out in the Epstein files.
Damn.
Right? Kyle, why should I care where the orange man first hooked up with his wife? Also, Corin's opinion on Eminem proves he's a Zio. Don't be a hater, Corin. How is that linked? That's very bizarre. I don't see those things as linked at all. Why should I care where the orange man first hooked up with his wife? I don't know. I think it says something about who you are if like that's the company you keep, right? If like you have casual stories about being on Epstein's pedophile plane, I think you're probably a bad guy and probably a pedophile. You know, I don't think people were going on that plane regularly unless they were pedophiles.
Yeah,
right?
Facts.
Like you're not going to go like, you know, like
a lot of other places you can have vacations and have a good time.
Yeah, like if I'm hanging out with Tiger Woods a bunch, at some point you're going to go, I think he's a golfer. I think Kyle's a golfer because he's hanging out with Tiger Woods all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like there's some things that just go together. Like peanut butter and jelly goes together, and Epstein and pedophilia go together. So like if you're on Epstein's plane, like, you know.
Yep. Yeah.
Wes, thanks for the $5. What's one more that gives you the ick now? Mine is Patriot. Instantly gives away that you're MAGA, in my opinion. Yeah, you know, it's funny because there's so many other things that liberals have tried to like take back, right? Like liberals have tried to take back the flag, for example. You know, they've tried to like repurpose certain things and make a liberal argument for it, but the word patriot never comes to mind. Freedom is something the liberals have repurposed. Like we believe in freedom, we believe in free speech, liberty, the Constitution. Those things are typically reviewed as right-wing coded, but now they're actually more like liberal left-wing coded. But patriot is not one anybody tried to repurpose on the left, because I think people understand that patriotism gone awry is very bad, and it's nationalism, and it like is ugly and leads to in-group, out-group mentality. So yeah, I think you're right.
I feel like when I used to see people wearing Under Armour on some shit, I'd be like,
conservative, right?
Yeah, like conservative Under Armour.
It's funny because, so you're right, because I've noticed that too. But at first, when I saw it, I was like, oh, that kind of looks like Nike type shit. And so I liked it because it looked like almost like a Nike type.
Yeah. No, they make nice shit, but it's like, I feel like at one point.
the right-wing coded, yeah, not good.
They take.
Not
I mean,
good.
like even like camouflage. I mean, like people used to just wear camouflage. Like,
Oh yeah,
your
that's
dad probably wore camouflage all the time. Like you wore camouflage to actually go hunting, but now people just wear
coded
camouflage
right-wing as
if they're
fuck.
like
Yeah.
right wing shit.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Like they fucking just hijacked that whole shit.
I got like a fake camouflage shirt that's like a black camouflage. It looks nice. I
Yeah,
don't think
no,
that
no,
code
black
is right wing, but
camouflage is-
regular
yeah.
camouflage. Yeah, it looks
Regular camouflage shit.
right
But
wing
yeah,
as
black
fuck.
camouflage is kind of gangster. Also, when you have like your back window has like the American flag like embroidered in that shit. You've seen that?
Yep.
It looks dope.
But
if
that
I see
feels
it, I'm
kind
gonna
of
be
right
like,
wing.
you're on some right wing shit.
Metalhead Matt, having standards for politicians is what differentiates the left from the racist, sadist, sexist, criminals, rapists, and pedophiles on the right. I mean, yes, to an extent, right? But the thing I've been saying on my show lately is like, we can't have double standards in the sense that Al Franken loses his Senate seat because there was a picture of him pretending to grope somebody when he was a comedian without actually groping them. To kick Al Franken out of office and then a Republican can literally be accused of assaulting his child and his wife and he's still in there, that's not okay. So I feel like on the left, we need to sort of match that energy within reason, right? Like when it came to Grant Plattner, I think he was going to lose, so I'm happy they switched him out, right? So like certain allegations, I'm with it. Like we need to have standards and like do the right thing, if you will. But we also need to learn when to be like, fuck you, we're sticking with our boy, you know? Thanks. And like Al Franken was a great example where we shouldn't have thrown people under the bus so quickly. But in general, yes, you have a point there. Cap, thanks for the $5. Kyle, how does it feel to have the Vanguard boys being your personal attack dogs? They stand you so hard. Bro, they disagree with me. They disagree with me sometimes. And
for real?
Yeah, for sure. And if they're watching this right now, I would tell them it doesn't. If they're ever going to cover some shit where they disagree with me, it's cool because I'm not even going to watch it if they disagree with me, and like I won't even know. And so they have free reign. They could fucking do a thing where they're like, Kyle's a piece of shit and I hate him and here's why. And like I wouldn't even know about that shit. So like they don't need to feel any pressure. Like I'm watching and I'm fucking gonna be pissed off. Like no, you're good, bro. You guys can say whatever the fuck you think. I respect them because they actually speak their mind. And there are times where they disagree with me. You know, in fact, I think they did some shit recently where they may have disagreed with me on some shit recently. And so I didn't watch the video because I was like, there's a chance that they disagree with me. And I don't want to be all in my feelings if I watch it. So like, I'm going to just let them rock. And whatever they said, they said. You know what I'm saying? So
they said they hate on everyone, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. They hate on everyone. I mean, that's their job, right? Their job is to talk about the world as they see it. And they like cover the left online. And so they're going to have moments. I submit that they do agree with me probably 80 to 90% of the time, but that's just because I'm right all the time. So they're allowed to be wrong 10 to 20% of the time is my take on it. Like y'all are allowed to be wrong 10 to 20%. It's okay, you know? Yeah, but I appreciate that they defend me most of the time. That's very kind of them. They don't have to do that, you know? Mohi, thanks for the $20. Citizens United and corporate Dems suck. DSA wins show grassroots beats PAC money. PAC money breeds corruption and laziness. More face-to-face voter outreach beats spending millions on TV ads equals getting more votes. Here's the thing, though, Mohit. Like, to an extent, right? Like, if you're not getting a lot of publicity, then the money will drown you out and you will lose, right? Like, I'm not sure. Cori Bush might end up losing her race because the other guy's got a shitload of money, and it doesn't seem to be getting as much national attention, Cori Bush's race for Congress. So, like, she might lose that. So the money still matters. And let's not get it twisted. Whatever ends up happening with Abdul, understand that the vote would have been 90 motherfucking 10 if it was an apples to apples fight and they had equal money, right? And it's not going to be that. It's not going to be anything close to that. Haley Stevens is going to buy a shitload of support where she will come way closer than 90-10. So the money matters. It matters a lot. It's just in some cases, all the money in the world can't change shit because the message is too powerful, the candidate is too good, and the other candidate is too uninspiring. And that's what's seemingly happening with the Abdul race. You know what I'm saying?
Cap trying to come at me, man. Come on, Cap.
I support Israel. Those are my people, Corin. I didn't forget you saying that on the stream, Corin. Man, they come at you, bro. They come at
like
you.
Always like Israel support, but like I mean they're doing fucked up shit, but like those are my people, man. Like those are my people deep down, but like they're doing some fucked up shit. You still say they're doing some fucked up shit.
I'll be Corin's translator. Okay, ready? I'm Corin's translator. Corin's translator is, look, I'm Jewish. I was raised Jewish. Jews are my people, right?
There you go.
But the state of Israel is doing some fucked up ass shit, so we got to call out the fucked up ass shit. That's what he's trying to say.
There you go.
That's what he's trying to say.
I love you though, Cap.
Bald, thanks for Bald PPE guy. Thanks for the $5. Were you able to check out Poulos up against Auchincloss, who is turbocharged by APAC, and IPAX 2 got to unseat before he becomes a 100% safe seas? Yeah, Auchincloss is one of the worst. I haven't looked at Poulos. Let me look this up. When is Auchincloss's race?
Auchincloss sounds like some like Nazi Germany shit, low key.
I actually think he's Jewish.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I actually think he's Jewish, bro. Let's see. Oh, is it happening now? 2026? The general election is November 3rd, 2020. Oh, it's in November 2026. Okay. Yeah, no, I haven't looked yet, but I'm sure I have him written down. I have him written down over here, Jake Poulos, right? So I'll take a look, but we got some time before the election. But yeah, we'll do what we can to try to get this guy Auchincloss out of there because he's one of the worst. Okay, nice guy. Thanks for the $10. Embarrassed to admit, but I suck at reading graphs. Please explain as an X when showing poll numbers, Trump 30 plus 6% or Trump 30 minus 6%. What the fuck does that mean? What is the 30? What is the plus minus? So if the plus 6 means it would be 6 points over water. So that would be like a 36% approval rating, a 30% disapproval rating, which means he's plus 6 overall. That's another way of saying that he's plus 6. To say he's minus 6 would be the opposite. So that would be like 36% disapproval, 30% approval. So his approval rating would be minus 6 in that scenario. You understand what I'm saying? So I agree it's complicated. It's weird because you either want to know one or the other, right? Like I would rather have them just give me one thing. Like what's his approval rating? 32% out of 100%. Okay, I got it. That's not popular. But sometimes they give you multiple different ways of reading the same number, and they might end up saying like Bernie Sanders as a politician is plus 7 percentage points overall. And you're going, what the fuck does that mean? Well, it means basically what I just described, which is like, his approval is 7 points higher than his disapproval, which is any politician with an above water approval rating like that is doing well, right? So that's a good rule of thumb to think about. Any politician who's more over water than underwater is a liked politician, generally speaking, and is doing better than 90% of politicians.
Why do they make all that shit so complicated? Even when you vote, like they make that shit so fucking OD. Like it's like, just give me do you want to vote for this person? Write their name in this shit. Like the fact that they put their name on the ballot like 17 times and they're like, only circle one or your shit's gonna get thrown out. It's like, why are you doing that to me? Why you got to make me think?
Yeah, so I would say on the polling thing, just try to look for just the approval number, and that's all you really need. Like Trump's disapproval is like 60%, his approval is like 30-something%. Like just go with one of those and just don't overcomplicate it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't know. Some real news sometimes hits us with some shit.
Some real news. Thanks for the $10. No Fauci video yet. Debunk the GOP. You think Zoran could have won in a swing state? I like him, but U.S. isn't ready for Dem socialists yet. Adams had higher approval 200 days in. Fact check me. Does Corin support Gaza or not? I think he does support Gaza.
Yeah. I support Gaza. Israel's being fucked up.
And the Fauci video, I didn't do a Fauci video because I didn't watch the thing. It was long and boring, and I really wasn't interested in it. But I think the Republicans probably wild out on Fauci, and Fauci was trying to be evasive, and whatever. Everybody got their little videos off on that. I didn't even watch it, so I'm not going to comment on it further. I actually do think Zoran could have won in a swing state personally, and I think the reason I think that is because he's so talented. And by the way, Michigan is a swing state, and Abdul is running in a swing state, and we're about to see if he can pull it off, right? So, I think that's a good trade-in because Abdul's similarly talented to Zoran. So we'll find out. But yeah, I think Zoran could have won. I just think he's a unique, charismatic talent who's phenomenal.
And he did a fucking great job on social media and shit. Like he captivated tons of fucking people.
Yeah, I think honestly, I think he could have won fucking anywhere, right? Yeah. Except deep red states running as a Democrat, of course. But you know what I'm saying? Any place where it's remotely within reason, I think he could have won. And the Adams thing, maybe you're right. I'm not going to look it up. I don't really care. But obviously Adams ruined his whole, persona and his approval because he was outed as incredibly fucking corrupt. He didn't deliver on the shit that he acted like he was going to deliver on. Now I just saw he was out there trying to promote a fucking data center in Utah or some shit.
Yeah, he's probably just
it wasn't
going after
Utah. It was
money
somewhere
and
else.
shit.
He's getting paid to go promote data centers, and he got booed off stage. The guy's a total sellout. So even if it was the case that his approval rating was higher than Zoran 200 days in, which I'm not going to bother to look up, but even if that was true, by the end of their time in office, you're going to see who has the higher approval rating, and it's going to be very clearly Zoran, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think we got everything there. Razor Jam, thanks for the $50. Very kind of you. Kyle, did you see Destiny concede that his and Pacman's brand of milquetoast liberalism is losing socialism? You know the momentum is real when debate bro Destiny concedes and shows some humility. We got this. I didn't see that, but that's interesting. Good to know.
Did Destiny, he debated David Pacman or no?
No, I think what this person is saying is that Destiny admitted in a debate, maybe it was the debate with Pisco and Josiah, that like their version of liberalism is like not as popular as democratic socialism with the base. But like what I would say is that's kind of always been the case. Like, yes, I grant you that now the label democratic socialism is more popular than it's ever been. Like, it wasn't that popular before. Now the label is very popular, and the group Democratic Socialists of America is very popular. But like, it's always been the case for as long as I've been doing my show that when you poll people on specific issues, the left-wing position polls very high, right? Like when you ask people, do you want to tax the rich? Like 60, 70, 80% in some polls that want to do it. When you ask people, do you want Medicare for all? It's again, 60, 70, 80% of people that want to do that. And you go down the list, raising the minimum wage, whatever, ending the wars, like all the left-wing positions poll very, very high. And so it's not a surprise to me that we're having our moment now. What I'm surprised by was that our moment wasn't sooner, that people didn't catch on to this shit sooner, because what we're arguing for from our perspective is really just common sense. Is really stuff that doesn't even require much of an argument. You just bring it up and people go, yeah, I like that. I like anti-war politics. Yeah, I want to raise taxes on the rich and give people health care. Like, yeah, I want to raise wages. Like, yeah, this is like common sense type shit. So it's weird it took this long to get to our moment, you know?
Thanks, Razor Jam. Our guy Benjamin came in hot and heavy tonight. He's got a couple.
Benjamin, thanks for the $200, bro. What do you think about the vote blue no matter who discourse? People mad at you using it against libs now. Progressive victory is supporting people like Abdul and Peltola in the general. Even some people we tried to primary. Sometimes I feel like we're the only ones who actually vote blue no matter who. Yeah, look, I mean, I've talked about this in the past. I genuinely and sincerely think I was wrong to not vote for the centrist Democrats when that was the only option, right? Like, obviously, I fought like hell for Bernie in every election he ran in, but ultimately, when he ended up not being the candidate, I think it's very selfish and short-sighted to like sort of throw a tantrum and be like, shit talk the centrist Democrats, like a time and a place, right? Like you could disagree with them in the primaries and call them out in the primaries, become the general. And to my credit, I literally did debates with people where I argued that Hillary was a lesser evil to Donald Trump, that Donald Trump was worse. So like I often get tarred with this idea that I was Bernie or bust. I never was. I described myself at the time a number of times as, quote, half Bernie or bust, where like I understand their arguments and I sympathize with the Bernie or bust arguments. But if you actually hold a gun to my head and tell me who's going to be better for the country, Hillary or Trump, Hillary would obviously be better for the country, right? And, repeat the same thing over and over with Biden. Obviously, I rode hard for Kamala. By the time Kamala came around, I was just in favor of Kamala winning the election. There was like no ambiguity around it whatsoever. But like looking back, and I mean, I've done segments where I said give liberals give the apology form to liberals because they were right about certain things that we overlook, like Trump's character, for example. I used to mock character arguments. I was like, who cares about character? It's all about policy. Turns out character really fucking matters because that's the thing where you're going to go, oh, I lost the election. I guess I got to step aside. Like that's character to say, I got to have dignity. Got to have self-respect. I lost. I'm going to step aside. Turns out that shit really mattered. Turns out when the resistance liberals had Trump derangement syndrome, they were always correct to espouse that. And us who were saying like, don't go too far against Trump, we were wrong. They were right. And so I feel like I've been very fair to liberals. And these days I've said, I actually think it's correct that even in the races where my preferred candidate loses, I couldn't fully wrap my mind around the fact that MAGA truly is a fascist, terrorist, imperialist death cult. And when one of the political parties is like that and they're off the spectrum and they're fucking psychotic, yes, I will take the most milquetoast centrist Democrat. If that's the only candidate left, I will take that person over the Republican every single time. So yeah, vote blue no matter who. It's literally just like, it's as simple as saying, the most sane person should always win. Like that's it. That's all you're saying really. And so I would say that those things are, it's always been the correct position in a sense. It's just easier now for people like me, honestly, because we're getting so many more wins from actual lefties. So now it seems like I'm almost rubbing salt in the wound of the centrists to be like, we beat you in the Democratic Civil War. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to rub salt in the wounds. I want them to support the Democratic Socialist candidates and the left-wing candidates because they also realize that we are whatever issues they may have with us, we're obviously far superior to literal MAGA fascists. And I don't think that's much to ask. And I think most liberals are going to acknowledge that and vote that way. So I don't even think it requires me saying much of anything. I think there's some Democratic politicians like Hillary Scholten who are throwing a tantrum and are going to side with MAGA. And I think there might be, some people like Hutch, for example, who might like throw a tantrum and not support the left-wing candidates. I guess we'll find out. But I think most people, especially Democratic voters, I think like virtually every Democratic voter who votes for Haley Stevens is going to vote for Abdul in the general election against Mike Rogers. I think that's going to happen. I think like all the Democrats who voted for, Jasmine Crockett over Tallarico in the primary, they're going to vote for Tallarico in the general. So like, I don't think there's much of an issue among the actual voters. I think it only becomes an issue with pundits and with politicians who get their feelings hurt and who might be genuinely extremist or bought off by the Israel lobby or other lobbies. And like, they're the ones who might crash out and act like, no, I'm not doing it. But like, that's such a tiny percentage, it's barely worth mentioning.
So we'll know tomorrow. Like tomorrow's a big litmus test on.
It's Abdul versus Haley Stevens tomorrow. Big day. And
they'll know the results tomorrow if there's no shady shit going on.
Yeah, we should know. And he's up in the polls big time. So we'll see.
Oh, really? That's for governor?
No, this is for U.S. Senate. So it's the Democratic primary for U.S. Senate. So whoever wins this is going to go up against the Republican Mike Rogers.
Oh, it's weird how like every state does voting at different times and shit, right? Is that weird that like Michigan just goes?
No, it's always been like this where different states have different times. Yeah, even during the presidential primary, it goes in a different order. Like some days there's like Super Tuesday where a bunch of states vote.
Yeah.
There's other days where it's just one state or two states,
Yeah, I saw a little, like a little bit of last night's shit, but Krista was on with fucking like Susan Sarandon and Mark Ruffalo. I was like,
yep.
Those are like Susan Sarandon is like, she's an OG actress. And Mark Ruffalo is fucking gangster.
Yep.
I don't know why I didn't have you on that shit. I was scrolling and waiting to see you on that bitch.
Yeah, I wasn't there. Crystal's trying to do all these election streams,
Yeah, good for her. Thanks, Benjamin.
Benjamin, thanks again, man. What do you think about Sherrod Brown? Some people say they're progressive, but they feel more like a Warren type. I like Sherrod Brown. I mean, the thing that he did that pissed me off was he said something against Medicare for All years ago, and that pissed me off. But he comes from Ohio. Ohio is a very like union Democrat state, and so he's always been very pro-union. His voting record is solid, and so I think he's solid. I think he's gonna. Honestly, I think he's gonna win his election. I think Ohio is gonna go blue this year, and so he's gonna be one of the pickups that we get. So yeah, I don't hate him. I kind of like Sherrod Brown, even though he's got some pretty clear flaws that he needs to fix.
Thanks, Benjamin. I don't know what that shit is, but
Gary, thanks for whatever that amount of money is. Lindsey Graham ate so much cum he died. Yeah, that's what they're saying, bro. The streets are saying that his stomach exploded from all the semen. Rest in peace, bro. Rest in peace.
It's the only fucking rational answer.
DPD, thanks for the $10. I don't know if you watched Texas Paul, but my husband was watching his show the other day, and TP seems to believe that Iran is benefiting from the war, and they have ulterior motives. And fuck Bill Maher. Yes, fuck Bill Maher indeed. Iran is definitely benefiting from the war because they control the Strait of Hormuz now. They're rising as a global power now because of this war, because they're winning the war and we have no way of winning it. And they now have like veto power over the global economy. And Texas Paul, I don't know who Texas Paul is, but it's not Paul's ego, I don't think, because Paul's ego is my boy. We like Paul's ego. Sure. Benny Johnson's Twitter ads, thanks for the $20. I cannot stress how much we need to go back to listening to experts in America, petty reasoning, but no one will listen to what I have to say about the horrors of data centers. I have a civil engineering degree from UVA. I don't know if you're saying you have positive or negative things to say about data centers. I'm not quite catching your drift there. But I mean, of course, I generally agree that we need to go back to giving a shit about experts because we've seen what happens when we abandon that, and it's ugly, right? Like everybody thinks they're their own fucking doctor now, and they know what the deal is with vaccines. And it's like, Can you just have the humility to be like, I don't fucking know, and I'd rather listen to my doctor,
That's
like,
exactly what I was saying. Like,
that?
You get injured, you go to the hospital, and the fucking doctor cures you with some shit. You don't question them. You know, if you get shot and you're dying, you're going to take whatever medicines or do whatever the fuck they do to keep you fucking alive.
Yeah, like whatever happened to like, oh, this is this person's field, so I'm just going to listen to what they have to say about that bitch. Like I've always been like that. Like if somebody, this is their job and I ask them some shit, like I'm going to take your word for it. This is your job.
Yes.
You know? And a lot of people feel like, no, I do my own research. It's like, well, what if you don't know how the fuck to do your own research?
Yeah.
You know? So everybody's arrogant about that shit.
Yep. Or everyone fucking can just chat GPT some shit and be like, no, it's not true. AI told me differently.
Jesus. Become Numa, thanks for the $10. Thoughts on DSA saying they will defend socialism with Chinese characteristics? It would be good if DSA ran on a similar platform of 5-year plans, nationalizing vital industry, especially banking, etc. I mean, I find that perfectly reasonable. I think the only reason people would crash out about that is because some sort of latent xenophobia towards China. You know, yeah. I mean, modern day China, yes, they have authoritarian tendencies that are bad and condemnable, but they also have been phenomenally successful economically. They're absolutely just running circles around us when it comes to like literally everything at this point. And so, yeah, having, 5-year plans, nationalizing vital industry. I mean, even that is standard, even social democratic shit, not just democratic socialist shit. Like nationalizing vital industries happens in capitalist economies all the time, right? Like it's not extreme by any stretch of the imagination. It's like, this is the bare minimum we need to do to get our fucking ship back on its course. And so, yeah, I mean, I think that's perfectly reasonable.
Thanks.
Soka Deb, thanks for the $10. Did you guys hear Aaron Rodgers on ESPN and Pat McAfee today talking shit about Fauci and saying he has been vindicated for being an anti-vaxxer? I was pissed. Yeah, man. And like, this is what we and Corin were just talking about this, right? Like, Pat McAfee doesn't know dick about dick. Aaron Rodgers doesn't know dick about dick.
Yeah.
Like, your job is to be the dude screaming about sports and looking like a lesbian on TV. Like, that's his job. That's Pat McAfee's job. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, stop acting like, you know some shit. Like, you don't know shit.
Yeah. Rodgers goes on Joe Rogan once and thinks he's like fucking an expert on every topic.
And bro, this is what Trump brought out. Like, Trump brought out the least impressive white guy the least impressive old white guy that now thinks you can't say shit to him about anything. He knows everything, and he's going to say it loud and aggressively. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I don't know how to get through to you, bro, but you're an idiot. Like, you're an idiot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm an idiot, but I know I'm an idiot. And so I'll defer to people who are not idiots, Yeah.
And like, just because you're a really good football quarterback doesn't mean you're an expert on like some political shit. Like, 100%. We don't want to hear your opinion on that shit.
100%. There's no doubt they can't tell me why they dislike Fauci.
Yeah.
They just saw a fucking Facebook meme 6 years ago that stuck with them, but they can't even remember what it was. But Fauci's really bad, right? But they love Trump, right? They love Trump, but they hate Fauci. Well, I don't trust your fucking character at that point, right?
Facts. That shit got me so mad today seeing that.
Sheila, thanks for the $10. It's been speculated that the tariffs at the beginning of the Trump regime was done intentionally to crash the U.S. economy. Is the war with Iran and closing of the Strait more of this on a global scale? No, I mean, I don't think it's not. They're not crashing the economy intentionally. They're crashing because they're a bunch of incompetent, idiotic baboons. Like, he wouldn't purposely want to do that because that would tank his whatever remnants of a legacy he has left. And so that shit is all their incompetence. Like, there's a lot of self-dealing, a lot of corruption, but there's also just stupidity and incompetence. And I don't think they were intentionally trying to crash the economy. Now, I could hear you out on they were intentionally trying to rob taxpayers and give the money to the corporations, because that is what happened with the tariff refunds, is that like we ended up paying the tariffs and then the companies are getting big rebates from the tariffs having to be given back. We don't get it even though we paid the tariffs. That's crazy. So I could be listened to, I could hear a theory around that like it was all a ruse to give the corporations more money, but definitely not to like intentionally crash the global economy. I wouldn't say that.
Thanks, Sheila.
Benny Johnson, thanks again for the $10. Kyle, with how insanely corrupt 47 is, do we owe the resistance libs an apology for criticizing them for Russiagate? I feel like that corruption accusation seems extremely plausible now. 100%, man. 100%. The resistance libs were motherfucking cooking when it came to a lot of shit that I couldn't see clearly at the time. I thought there were some Trump attacks that were hyperbolic. I thought there were some that weren't grounded in reality. But when you look now at everything he's done in the second term, I think the fact of the matter is he either was doing the shit or wanted to do a lot of the shit, but couldn't in the first term. And so, yeah, some of the Russiagate stuff, I mean, some of it I still think went a little too far. like the idea if he's a long-term Manchurian candidate from the 1980s. However, some of it was spot on. So like the Russian money laundering angle to it, like I think that shit is real as fuck. In fact, I'm gonna fucking talk about that tomorrow. In fact, his 300 bank accounts linked to his business getting shut down for money laundering concerns. So, yeah, man, like some of that shit they were
made like
cooking.
$2.8 billion or some shit,
and that's just off.
That's just one LP.
I forget what that's just, but it's 2.8 billion, and that's just off of like one specific thing. I don't remember.
Oh, really? I thought that was like his total shit.
No, I think that was just off the crypto coin or some shit. No, it was 600 million off the crypto coin. Yeah, I don't remember the specifics, but yes, he made billions while in the office with a variety of corrupt schemes that he's making money.
Benny's got another one.
Also, I just moved to Dallas for my first post-grad job, and I tried brisket for the first time Saturday. Let me just say it is heavenly good. I hope I run into Jordan Spieth while living here too. Spieth, man. Oh, my God. There's so much I can say about Spieth. First of all, you're right about Texas barbecues out of this world. It's incredible. Nobody's been able to.
I think you just tried that shit. Is kind of wild, though.
It's incredible. But the Jordan Spieth thing, bro, like Spieth was the golden boy, and he was like supposed to be the next Tiger Woods, and now he's struggling. Like
he fell off hard body.
He fell off kind of hard. I mean, he's done this before and then came back a little bit and won some tournaments, but he hasn't won a major since 2017. And so now people are like, damn, was that it? Was that the peak? And like, it's tough. It's got to be tough being him, knowing like I was at the top of the world and couldn't lose. And then now it's hard for me to fucking be in the top 10 or whatever. Like,
was it tough. Ever since? Didn't he like have a major lead at the Masters or some shit and completely shit the bed? Was it after that?
That was 2016 that he was like leading by like
lead,
5 or 7 and then made like a quadruple bogey or something on the par 3 and lost it. But then he came back the next year and won the British Open.
Oh, okay.
So he won a major since then.
Got you.
And then fast forward, and he won again in, I don't know, 2021 or some shit like that. Okay. But like he hasn't won in a while. And, you know, his standard was like, I compete in all 4 majors a year. There were years where he was in the top 5 in every fucking major and he won multiple, you know? So now it's like, you know, it's got to be tough, bro. It's got to be tough. I could talk forever about Jordan Spieth, but I'll wrap it up. Martin Miller, thanks for the $10. If Iran really wanted to get a nuclear weapon, they could go to China, Russia, and North Korea and ask them to borrow nuclear weapons for deterrence. And one of them could say yes, making this war, I think you're trying to say moot, not mute. Yeah, I guess so. But, you know, that would kind of implicate China, Russia, North Korea as well in it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they'd be very willing to just, here's a nuke. So I guess it's a little more complicated than that. But if Iran were to have a nuke, that would be one thing that would guarantee safety and security, because then we couldn't get away with the shit we're trying to get away with, where we bomb them every other fucking week. You know? So the world would actually be more stable if they had that for deterrence. That's the part that nobody wants to say, but it's true. Beyblade, thanks for the $20. If you're in Michigan, go vote for Abdul tomorrow. Let's fucking go. Dem Tea Party 2026. Let's fucking go, brother. Indeed. Let's go. Dem Tea Party, Abdul, it's happening, y'all. It is fucking happening. It is on like Donkey Kong.
Thanks,
Philip Nelson, thanks for the $10. Hey, Kyle, I tried asking you this before, but I don't think it went through. But I don't hear you talking much about Jon Stewart anymore. What happened? Nothing happened. I still love him. He's still the man. I was watching like all of his segments when I was covering him a lot. I was watching like all of his segments and reacting in real time. I haven't watched like every single show with him in it since then. So I just haven't covered as much of this stuff. I also think I may have been knocked on copyright for one of those videos. So maybe that's why I slowed down also covering his videos.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So every now and then, like some shows like Bill Maher will do this or Jon Stewart will do this. Like you'll just get hit with a copyright shit over their thing. And then it's like,
interesting.
All right, well, I guess I can't talk about this anymore, you know? So
yeah.
But no, I still love for Jon Stewart. Ben, thanks for the $20. Israel sponsor check. Say genocide is bad. Genocide is bad.
Thank you, Ben.
Emerson, thanks for the $20. Poulos rejects all corporate PAC money, while Auchincloss is taking over $800,000 from APAC and $100,000 from Big Pharma and AI. Poulos is pro Medicare for all, wants to lift the Social Security cap, etc., endorsed by Track APAC, among others. That's going to be a big ass race to look at, bro. Emerson, thanks for the $20 again. Interesting race in Massachusetts 4th District. Incumbent Jake Auchincloss versus the progressive challenger Jason Poulos. If he gets a donation influx, he could really ramp up his ground game for this last month. So visibility is key. Wait, I thought it just said.
Yeah, this was the first part. I went backwards. So this was 1.
Oh, okay. But I thought
to 2.
I didn't. His race is when is his race though? Poulos rejects all corporate PAC money. Okay. But when the fuck is his race? Didn't I look this up and it said it was in November? I thought, oh, maybe that's the general is in November? Auchincloss. Let's see. Let me see. All right. Auchincloss poll shows big lead over primary challenger Poulos. A survey commissioned by Massachusetts Congressman Jake Auchincloss re-election campaign shows him 47 points ahead of Democratic challenger Jason Poulos, according to memo. The one-page documents from Auchincloss, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but when the fuck is the fucking race is what I want to know, bro. When is the motherfucking race?
Is that Massachusetts? Is this?
Massachusetts, yes. It's Massachusetts.
September? Does that make sense?
Okay, September. Okay. So, yeah, we got some time. All right, good to know. Good to know. I was panicking, so I was like, wait, is this the fucking race tomorrow? No, I don't think so. I didn't think Massachusetts was happening tomorrow. The Wizard of Baltimore, thanks for the $10. Kyle, help. My girlfriend's dad left her a collection of diptyque oud palau. Okay, so it's a fragrance. O Nabati, O Rila, Tempo, Volutes, and Ben Jabomahin wants to try selling, but we don't know jack shit about cologne. Any input? No, I have no input. I'm unfamiliar with literally all of those. And
I feel like selling colognes is going to be tough. There's just so many places.
I would say go to eBay, but a lot of the eBay ones are fake as fuck. And I think the fragrance community kind of knows that, so they don't use eBay anymore. So yeah, I really don't know what to say to help you out. I'm just I have my little collection of like mostly, brand name ones. I don't really do the crazy out there ones. So I wish I could help you, bro, but I don't know any of those names and I wouldn't know what to do. I don't sell my shit at all. I just buy bottles and wear them all,
Good luck to your Baltimore squads, Wizard of Baltimore. Yeah. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. Mohit, thanks again for the $20. Kyle, how to book you on mainstream news so you can let it rip so you get the same Hassan Piker coverage. Would you want that? Corin, would you apply to be on ESPN as any sort of sports analyst or street side sports reporter? He'd be good as fuck at that.
Yeah, I'd love that shit, but they won't do that shit. Although they got a lot of heat because Monica McNutt was just recently on air for she was at the nail salon getting her nails done, doing a fucking segment. And everyone was just like, you just laid off all of these amazing fucking writers, reporters, all this shit. And now you're going to give us a news segment of Monica McNutt getting her nails done. They've turned into a lot of fucking just slop TMZ.
And also they fired all their people to give fucking what's his face $1 trillion.
Yeah. Pat McAfee.
McAfee. They fired everybody and was like, let's just give Pat McAfee all of our money.
So nobody takes them seriously anymore. They're kind of a joke of a network, but they're paying Stephen A. Smith, Pat McAfee, people they their executives think is who we want, but it's that's not who we want.
And to answer your question, would I go on mainstream news? Yes, I would. If CNN wanted me on one of those debate panels, if Fox News wanted me on,
but they're fucking with one pussies. They're never going to do that shit.
And also, look, let's be serious here. I also kind of asked for not being invited because I treat these people like shit because they deserve to be treated like shit. I called Scott Jennings. I call Scott Jennings a closet case. They're not going to invite me on CNN to sit next to Scott Jennings. I'll call him a closet case to his fucking face. You know?
Yeah, they don't want that shit. Even though it'd be phenomenal ratings, and
it would. Hey, everybody would love that shit. Oh my god,
people. The shit they're looking for, viral videos and fucking.
Oh, I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Clicks and engagement and everything that they can put onto YouTube and their YouTube channel, they'd get, but they're just so dumb that they keep going with these fucking cookie cutter people.
Let me get one more, then I got to take a pitch real quick.
Yeah.
Pentaxenstein, thanks for the $20, bro. Abdul El Sayed is jacked. Message ends. That is true. Now, a lot of people don't know this. Abdul is actually relatively on the shorter side, but because he's jacked, people don't know. It's kind of amazing the way it works. If you're fat or if you're jacked and you're short, people will just assume you're big if they don't see you in person. The brain just goes, yeah, he's got to be relatively tall. That's just how it works.
He's short and jacked?
He's short and jacked, but since most people only see him on camera on TV, they don't know that he's short. They look at him like, oh, he's got to be a big guy. He's big, And people think big. They think big both muscle-wise, but also height-wise.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with fat dudes. You'll see a fat guy on TV and be like, damn, that's a big dude, right? Mm-hmm. And then you'll think it's a big dude, tall-wise too. But then you might see him in person and be like, oh, you're shorter than I thought.
Yeah.
It's weird the way it works because some people you'll think people think I'm short from watching the show.
Yeah.
And a lot of that is because of the camera position. The camera is above my eye line. Yeah, and I do that on purpose because it makes your chin look better. It doesn't make it look like you're fucking you got double chins or whatever the fuck. But the end result of that is when people see me in person, they're like, oh shit, you're way taller than I thought.
Yeah.
Because from this angle, I look like I'm only 5'7" or whatever the fuck. I'm 6 feet tall.
Yeah, I guess it's weird for me because I know how tall you are. So
but other people watching, every time, it's without fail. Anytime people see me in public, one of the first things they'll say is, you're taller than I thought.
Yeah.
because they expect me because they're used to seeing me just from this angle. And so in their mind, they just put me at like 5'7", 8 or whatever the fuck, you know?
Yeah.
All right, let me
go
take
pee
a piss real
quick.
quick. Yeah, be right back.
Let me see how jacked this dude is. I don't really know much about this guy Abdul-Sided, but let me see. I don't think this is him. I can't find any good photos of this guy. I'll take your guys' word for it. But I mean, hopefully he's in good shape. Love checking in on the shows, guys. Keep up the great work. Kyle, you missed your chance this past 4th of July to enter Al George Washington and have him call Trump. Is that a real guy? AI George Washington. That guy looks pretty creepy. I think there was like an AI. Who did Trump talk to? AI Ronald Reagan? Let's see. Yeah, who was it? No, I don't think it was Ronald Reagan. Maybe I'm wrong. Yo, Corin, I was thinking of Kulinski, Kyle 28, but that's your first name. Do you keep your last name private? Or is the last name? I mean, my last name's probably on the internet somewhere. You can find that shit, but Kulinski and Corin sounds better. Kyle and Corin 2028 would be actually a lot better. But I don't know if we'd win. I mean, like, the vice president doesn't really have to do too much, but they'd probably catch me up in something where I would say something that Kyle would have to defend, and that would ruin all of our chances at becoming president. Although I'd do a better job than JD Vance going to the donut shop and being like kind of super awkward with the people who work there. I could like relate to people well, but if it required me having to say some shit, I'd probably fuck it up. So that's not what I would want. Chicken Warrior in the building.
Bro, the power is still off here. I'm still on generator shit.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy because I feel like they would come and fix that. Like, especially if you said it wasn't that bad of rain, it was just like some watery
I'm sure
ground
they're
type of
working
shit.
on it. I'm sure they're working on it, but you know, it takes a while sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
But our neighbors are out. They texted us and we're like, y'all like it's like, bro, we're living like kings now, dog. We're living like kings.
You better
now,
chill
bro.
because they're gonna come over and fucking like have to post up in your house.
Kristen was like, look, if you need to throw anything in our freezer, we got you.
Oh, that's kind of what's up.
Yeah, true. Chicken Warrior, thanks for the $5. I've seen people surprised by Nicki Minaj's MAGA term, but I don't know why when her husband and brother are sex offenders and MAGA is the PDF party. I mean, you said it. You said it, homie. Yeah, I mean, people were speculating she's trying to get a pardon for somebody.
Yeah, she's gonna die on that hill is a weird one, man. I don't know why she's like going hard for Trump.
She's always been a weirdo, you know, like there's some people who've always been kind of weird.
Yeah.
It comes out like in this way too, like, oh, you're politically a psycho too, you know?
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
and
I mean,
I feel it. I've seen it with celebrities who are
base,
desperate. Yeah.
Like I was going to say, her fan base though was like, there was a lot of like queer fans of Nicki Minaj. And then for her to do this, like you're almost putting your middle finger up to your entire fucking fan base.
Exactly.
Also, let's keep it real. If you're like a well-known famous black celebrity and you come out as a Republican, like black people are not going to fuck with you, bro.
No.
Like they're not going to fuck with you,
No.
you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I've seen celebrities do it. Like I've seen black athletes do it and get behind Trump because they're not like famous anymore. So they're trying to like hitch their wagon to like him and get a platform and have presidential, whatever security. And then like Trump has kind of just left them in the dust and then they're just out stranded and they're like, oh, actually I didn't like him.
Totally.
Like, right.
Yeah. These people are going to look so stupid when Trump's
exactly.
dead.
Yeah.
Trump's going to be dead and they're going to be like, oops, you know?
Yep.
Jagger, thanks for the $10. I feel like liberals need to embrace more patriotic messaging. Had a friend say he was embarrassed to come over to my house because I hang a U.S. flag. He thinks it makes me look like a Trump supporter. Well, look, we were just sort of talking about this before, right? Like certain things that code as right wing versus left wing. And I do think the left has like sort of repurposed and taken back freedom, for example. But patriot, we never have done. I don't know, man. It's a little bit of a mixed picture. Like I understand when people, I just feel like it's more honest to not be like, blindly patriotic or nationalistic. Like, it's just like, we know we did fucked up shit and we know we did some good shit. And like, let's just be cool about all of it. Let's just be chill. Like, let's just be level headed. But like, I don't know, there's this thing where Republicans like to smack you over the head with like, you better love this country with everything. And it's like, bro, relax. Okay, chill. Like, I've only ever known this place. I obviously like it enough, right?
Exactly.
So yeah, I don't know, man. I would say to an extent, to a degree, I agree with you. Like, to a degree, you can show sort of love of country, but oftentimes the way you show you love your country the most is to criticize them to make it better, you know?
Facts.
Joseph, thanks for the $10. Kyle, is your view of AI that it's inherently bad or bad because it's owned by the few at the impoverishment of the many? I think AI can benefit society if it's heavily regulated as a public utility. Joseph, it's a really good question. I'm not even really sure what my view is about it. I certainly think the easiest position to take is what you said there, that like it's because it's owned by these billionaire assholes who like objectively want to do evil things. So yes, that's one reason. I don't like the idea that it's just going to take everybody's job and then, all right, you need to go figure out purpose and meaning on your own. That seems kind of crazy to me. But I don't know, like is there a scenario where we have like, you know, AI do all the work for us while we get the fruits of the labor and we live in like a sort of utopian system? If that's theoretically possible, then I guess AI in that scenario might not be terrible. But I don't know, it just sounds so far-fetched to me, and like that's definitely not going to happen. So I'm just skeptical of the whole project. I also think there's a lot of bullshit. I think there's a lot of lying. I think there's a lot of over-promising and under-delivering. I think there's a lot of scam artists who are at the top of this, and that's not a coincidence. It's because this is partly a scam. And so I don't know. I'm just sort of skeptical of everything about it, if that makes sense. And it's like a globe-altering technology, and we're not treating it like that's the case. We're just sort of letting it rip, and whatever happens, happens. And I feel like we're not prepared for that, you know?
Facts. Thanks, Joseph.
Spencer, thanks for the $10. Destiny, only 5149 AOC versus JD. What happened to vote blue no matter who? Pac-Man playing. He didn't know Destiny's scummy past when it's proven. David dropped an event with Destiny over reputational harm. Oh, did Pac-Man act like he didn't know about Destiny's allegations against him? Because, like you said, I had heard that he dropped out of an event because Destiny was in it and he didn't want to be in the event with Destiny.
Oh, really?
During like the peak of one of the allegations against Destiny or whatever. But I didn't know that. So did he come out and say like, oh, I didn't know about, because that would be, Jesus Christ. That's like when he was like, what is it? APAC, IPAC. How do you pronounce it? I've never even heard of it. It's like, bro, you know, like Jesus Christ, don't fucking, you're fronting, dog. Like you're fronting. And yeah, the Destiny thing on that clip was crazy. Like I couldn't believe what I was hearing. He was like, it's kind of like a coin flip, whether or not it's AOC or fucking JD Vance. He sounds like Bill Maher. Like that's crazy. The vote blue no matter who thing was way better than that, right? Jesus Christ. All right, Adam King, thanks for the $10. Kyle, send a midterm predictions for each. Opinions on the last 5 nominees listed. Troy Jackson, Maine. Abdul, Michigan. Ossoff, Georgia. Tallarico, Texas. Roy Cooper, North Carolina. Sherrod Brown, Ohio. Turek, Iowa. Peltola, Alaska. Osborne, Nebraska. Oh, Jesus, man. If you're putting me on the spot here, Troy Jackson's going to win, but it's not going to be by a crazy amount. Abdul is going to win by like 6 points. Ossoff is going to win by like 10 points. Tallarico is going to win by like 2 points. Cooper's going to win by like 6 points. Brown's going to win by like 4 points.
Damn.
Kirk is going to win by like 5 points. Peltola is going to win. Don't know the margin. And Osborne is going to win by like 2 points.
Those are all like Democrats, right?
Yeah. Well, the last guy's an independent, but he's going to like caucus with the Democrats. But yes, they're all. I think virtually every race that Adam put on screen here is like they look really good for us.
That'd be amazing.
They do. Yeah, but if I had to pick one that like wouldn't win, it'd probably be it might be Osborne.
Arkansas too is good money.
That's Alaska.
Oh, Alaska.
So it would be like Osborne would be the toughest race, followed by like Tallarico in Texas, then like maybe Peltola in Alaska. But the rest of them, I'm pretty fucking confident. So, hell optimist. I mean, I'm just being honest, bro. Like, I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. So I don't want to like count my chickens before they hatch or whatever the saying is. But Mohi, thanks for the $20. Constructive criticism of DSA slogans to remove normies skepticism. Abolish prisons equals abolish private prisons, and reform for reduced recidivism. No borders equals abolish ICE with comprehensive, compassionate immigration reform. See, now I agree with you, and I would say those things. I like the way you frame that. I'm a vote.
Excuse me.
Bless you. I'm a vote in favor. Bless you. I vote in favor of what you say here. But the line I've always used is there's only a handful of things in the DSA platform that are not popular, right? And like it's all you have to do is tell people like, in order to get back to sanity, we need some people on the far left who are like extreme. Because there's so many fascists and far right people. Just to drag us back to a place that makes sense, you need some far left ass people. So like, I don't agree with Daria Lees on everything. I don't agree with, whatever, abolish all borders or, get rid of the police completely or whatever the fuck. Like, I don't agree with that stuff, but there's a place for it because it's with people like that you end up getting comprehensive immigration reform and a system that's more humane. And I like that at least now there's somebody in there that will just argue that immigration is good. It's good for the country. Immigrants are good people. Like, we need that voice in there. And so I agree with the way you framed it here. I would just also say, like, if there are some people who are too far to the left, that's good because we need them to drag us back to sanity because right now we're often fucking fascistville, super far right. You know what I'm saying? So you got to balance that bitch out.
Thanks, Mohit.
Cap, thanks for the $5. The Zio clown Michael Rappaport announced he will run for mayor in New York City as a sad attempt to challenge Zoran. They hate to see the Brown boys winning. Bro, he's going to get blown the fuck out. Corin used to love him, and even Corin was like, bro, I can't with this guy anymore.
No, he's
crazy.
A type, like, he'll jump on Mamdani's name or anyone's name just to get clout because he's lost it.
Yeah, totally. That is going to be hilarious. Metalhead Matt, thanks for the $5. Vosh says that rural living is incompatible with leftist ideology because cities are more efficient, cheaper, and better for the environment / human flourishing. Well, Vosh, my friend, we found another area where we may disagree. We agree on so much, but this one I disagree because I'm a lefty and I live in a rural area and I like it, man. I like it.
Rural too. Yeah.
I like being in Nowheresville, being able to go outside and be naked as fuck and like it's not a problem. I like being able to be out in my lawn and nobody can fucking see me. You know what I'm saying? Got a big ass piece of land, could hit golf shots in my lawn. Like you can't do that. Even in the suburbs, you can't do that. Never mind in the city. Yeah. So
you're a little more than I am. But I don't like the city life. I do like, having some land and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's cool, bro. It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I get his point is that like, it individualizes everything too much and you become separate from other people in a sense. And like, that's not good in the long run. And that's fair. Also, like having everything built around cars as opposed to public transportation. There's an issue there environmentally. Like those are all fair and sound criticisms.
Yeah.
But in terms of just like how happy you are, I would argue the average person is probably more happy if they're in a rural environment because you get to experience a lot more nature. You get to soak in a lot more sun. You're like more connected to the world.
Your thoughts. Yeah.
Yeah. You're more connected to the world than you are if you're like, constantly surrounded by people 24/7 and not experiencing nature much at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mohit, thanks again, bro. I'm excited about DSA wins and hopefully more tomorrow. My concern, AOC could become the liaison between Jeffries and new DSA members and ruin progress, or is AOC playing long-term political chess like Mamdani did with Hochul? I think her intentions are to play long-term political chess like Mamdani did with Hochul. The question is it going to bear the same fruit as Zoran's strategy? I don't know the answer to that. But look, now that we have DSA people in there, like they're going to have to work with the system in a sense, right? And find ways to get left-wing victories in a decrepit, corrupt system. And so like they deserve a little bit of leeway to like navigate this while still holding to their principles. And I think that the people we elected I just trust a lot of them to do that, So I think you let them cook a little bit and I think it'll pay dividends in the long run. We'll see. Hate Cube, thanks for the $10. Have you been watching the new Onion Infowars videos coming out on YouTube? Good stuff, but the Alex Jones segments are particularly good. I have not, but man, what's his face is so fucking talented. The guy who's doing the Alex Jones impression, he's the man, and everybody should check that out.
I feel like I feel like people can get that impression down pretty easily. Just like screaming. Like
but this guy's funny too. Like,
yeah.
Fuck, why am I blanking on his name? Guys, put it in the chat. I'm blanking on the dude's name, but the guy who does the Alex Jones impression, because he's fucking,
is this
Tim Heidecker? Yeah, that's right. Tim Heidecker. Yeah, he's the man. And he does a great Alex Jones impression, but he's also like funny apart from that too. So definitely check those out. Cap, thanks for the $5. Kyle, that fast talking polls guy on CNN that you always covering has the most insufferable voice I've ever heard in my life with the most unfunny jokes. Oh yeah, Harry Enton. Yeah, very New York character. So Can't help but like him in a sense. CK Progressive, thanks for the $5. Tomorrow's the day, big day here in Michigan. Hopefully by the end of the night, we'll all be chanting, down goes the establishment, down goes APAC. Well, bro, me and Crystal went to the wine store, and I got the most expensive champagne I could find in that bitch.
Ready to pop that bitch.
I spent $95 on a champagne bottle.
Googly.
And I'm also about to go tomorrow. I'm going to go pick up the most expensive cigar I could find at the cigar store.
So we can expect another video while out?
You're definitely getting another video. And I don't know if it'll be like polished and edited and shit. It might just be me in my backyard in the dark smoking a cigar being like, we are the champions, my friend.
We're ready for it.
Yeah, let's do it. Fernando Fernandez, thanks for the $5. Early voting starts in Florida today. Vote Angie Nixon for Senate. We love Angie Nixon. Dana Foster for governor and Brant Robinson for Florida 13, North Pinellas, however you say that. No PAC money, no corporate money. Man, shout out to you, Fernando, and much love to Angie Nixon. She's a real one. We had her on Crystal Kyle and Friends, and man, she is so fucking impressive. And it's amazing that oftentimes in some of the states that are hardest for Democrats to win, you get like the best Democrats who are, really mean it. They're really about that life. So much love to her. Lefty Memes, thanks for the $5. Joe Kyle and Corin, will you endorse Dan Greeny for the 2028 Republican primaries? He's a Simpsons writer. He's a pro-Medicare for all and pro-Green New Deal Republican. Absolutely. For sure. Let's go with that guy on the right. Yeah, I'd love that. Imagine having the Republican be pro-Medicare for all and Green New Deal.
Yeah, and a Simpsons writer. That's what's up.
Yeah, that's funny. The Grand Region Viltrum, thanks for the $5. Kyle, why do you always wait until just before Superchats to start using the bathroom? Gets very annoying. Did I?
I don't know. You didn't.
No, I did it at the end.
Yeah.
Right?
And like,
did I do it earlier?
Like an hour plus anyway.
He's probably talking about when I got these shits, right?
Oh, maybe.
That's probably what he's referring to.
Yeah. Because
Bro's acting like I don't sit here and take questions for fucking 2 hours straight, dog. Jesus
More
Christ.
More than that. Yeah.
What the fuck? Region. Cartoon things with the $5. Kyle, I totally think you or Crystal should debate Riley Gaines. She needs to get shamed and exposed for all the shit she's doing. Is she a debater? Like, she's not even a debater. She's just like a weird, like, mercenary right winger for hire, right?
That's the one that Sophie Cunningham was with?
Yes, that's the one whose whole thing is like, I finished 5th in a swimming event and I hate trans people, you know? And I guess now she's doing other right wing garbage. The Grand Regent, thanks again. Kyle, would you rather have Bill Maher's smugness, Mark Levin's annoying voice, Joe Rogan's lack of self-awareness, or Dave Rubin's prediction skills? Definitely Bill Maher's smugness. Because you can, if you marry that over-the-top smugness, but you're right about shit, it actually could be sort of weirdly appealing. You know, that's why we liked Bill Maher back in the day, because he was right about a lot of shit. And he would say he was supported Bernie, and he would say based ass shit. He was against George W. Bush. And like, so that smugness when you're right is almost like more valuable, because it's like, oh shit, he's an asshole, but he's with us. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? But like the rest of that stuff, Levin's annoying voice is just annoying in every context. Joe Rogan's lack of self-awareness is like legendary. And Dave Rubin's prediction skills are the worst in the fucking world. So yeah, that's an easy one. But good question.
Smugness is like when someone is having a cigarette and they tell you some shit and they like, and then they say their shit. That's what it kind of reminds me of.
True. Yeah, that is smug as fuck. It's a good ass point. Cap, thanks again, man. Kyle, we need Miken Stanks on KKF. He's a progressive and former gynecologist running for California's 69th district. Mike Stinks. That's fake as fuck. Mike Stinks.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Cap, you're tripping, bro. Ryan, thanks for the $5. Fingers crossed for Abdul. Apparently, Haley Stevens did zero outreach in upper or western Michigan. The absolute hubris to do zero campaigning at all. I think she only campaigned in Detroit. I think that's what I heard, is only Detroit. She's trying to run up the numbers with as many black people as possible and hope that she can hang on from that. But there's some poll that had them almost tied with black people, even though Haley's, that's supposed to be her bread and butter. So we shall see. Great Elon Musk, thanks for the $5. When are we going to acknowledge the fact that Russia turned Graham to minced meat? Oh, you're saying Lindsey Graham. Closed casket for heart problems, laughed my ass off. He got blown to bits for sure. Bro,
that'd be crazy.
You know, I thought at first when I heard this theory, I was like, there's got to be more evidence to that, right? That was my first reaction when I heard. But then when I saw the funeral and saw it was a closed casket, I immediately was like, huh. Because to your point, why would they do a closed casket in that scenario?
Yeah, if you
just they wouldn't do a closed casket unless there was a fucking reason. So, because Corin, what they say is, this is what they say. They say that Russia attacked this Ukrainian drone factory a day after Lindsey Graham was there. That's what they say. But the point people are making is, how do we know that they didn't attack it when Lindsey Graham was there?
And then
they made up the bullshit about, oh, he came home and had a heart attack, right? So it
I
could
wouldn't
be,
put
bro.
it past it. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They lie about everything. It could be, and they wouldn't want to admit that Russia killed a U.S. senator because then they'd have to feel like, oh shit, we got to go
We
to
got to
war
go
with
to war.
Russia. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
That'd be
So
wild. That's a crazy thought.
absolutely, bro.
It
Absolutely.
is. That is strange. I didn't know that his shit was closed, but like, yeah, like what the fuck? He has heart problems. Then the outside should look fine.
Crazy. Benny Johnson Twitter asks, thanks for the $5, guys. I'm really worried about Abdul's going to lose. I don't want to see a smile on Haley Stevens' face. We can't let her take what's ours. This is our time. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know. I've seen so many, like every poll has him crushing her. So I don't know. I don't, in this moment, I'm not feeling the same sort of thing you're feeling, like the fear that he's going to lose. It's just, yeah. I mean, I get why you're worried because like we've had so many times where we've come close and lost, but I don't know, man. I think it's okay. I think breathe easy, brother. Like we'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, man. RSN, thanks for the $5. Corin, I can't tell if you got a new haircut, but it looks good. Keep up the good work. It is. It's fresh as fuck, man.
Thank you.
Nice fade.
And you know what's crazy is I got the whack lady at the barbershop. Like the guy's
she did
like,
good though.
Yeah, no, she's amazing. And like I called and they were like, you don't care who you go to? I was like, nah, it don't matter. And the lady like came in, cut my shit, and she's official with it.
Freaked it.
Shout out to her. Thank you,
Ryan Chan, thanks for the $5. So our favorite New York City mayor, Eric Adams, was in Wisconsin. It was Wisconsin, not Utah. He was promoting a construction of a giant data center. Crowd booed him hard. Yeah, he's just like he's another one. It's a mercenary for hire. Wasn't he also doing some crypto bullshit not that long ago?
After money, right?
Yeah, bro. He's cooked. He's cooked. He's like such a fucking failure. Philip, thanks for the $5. As a Californian myself, I would like to know what is with New Yorkers hating on New Jersey. I mean, just die in New York. You know, just die in New York. That's all.
Just like the little brother, like
yeah, you know, exactly. Like, little annoying ass brother.
It
You're like,
smells
shut the
over
fuck
there.
Up. You're the little brother. You know, it does smell. New Jersey smells.
And like if you're driving and you miss an exit, you got to go like fucking 25 minutes to like catch the next shit. Like it's just obnoxious. Like they're just annoying.
True. QC man, thanks for the $5. AEL, Abdul El Sayed winning in Michigan tomorrow will be great, but you and Crystal should have Donovan McKinney on your show if he wins Michigan 13. He's an impressive candidate. Yeah, I mean, I've heard that dude too, man. A lot of people have been talking about him. Isn't he a Bernie endorsed candidate? Or anyway, I'll take a look. But appreciate you, bro.
Thanks, QC.
Ryan Chan, thanks for the $5. Did you hear about Kristen Gillibrand trying to get Haley Stevens endorsed? She lied to donors that Mallory Murrow was a secret DSA member, LOL. Yeah, that fucking backfired, didn't it? That fucking backfired like nobody's business. They thought, oh, we're gonna drag Haley across the finish line. Meanwhile, probably the better candidate for the establishment to back would have been Mallory because she was trying to be a little softer on Israel, softer with her line on Israel than Haley, who was like all about it. And so they fucked up. They miscalculated because they wanted everything instead of like a half measure, you know?
Thanks,
fucking
Ryan.
idiots. Martin, thanks for the $5. What do you think of Mickey Sherrill's tenure as New Jersey governor so far? I haven't followed it very closely. I haven't seen as much stuff. I've seen more stuff on Spanberger here in Virginia, but I haven't really followed it that closely. But my understanding is she ran as sort of a centrist. I'm not quite sure how she's governing. So
thanks, Martin.
QC man, thanks for the $5. It's more likely Kim Jong-il got 9 holes in one in his first golf game than Trump getting a 70 yesterday at his club tournament. Insane propaganda. Insane, bro. Totally insane. And
Trump said he got a 70?
Trump pretends he won his 43rd club championship yesterday, and he said he shot a 70. Bro, you're 80 years old, you obese, you admittedly never practice, and you say you shot a 70 at one of your courses, which his courses are notoriously very difficult. Not a chance. Literally no chance.
Film that shit or something, man.
He's just such a cheater. I feel bad for the person who came in second at that club championship because they got robbed. They got robbed. They actually won it, you know?
Facts. Yep.
Unbelievable. Near the Far World, thanks for the $5. Kyle, you're horrid on Ukraine versus Russia. To say unprovoked is nonsense. Jeffrey Sachs, Larry Wilkerson, Johnson. No. Why did USA coup Ukraine in 14? Why? So do you think that it was legitimate for Russia to invade Ukraine in, 2022? You think that was a fair thing for them to do? You think that was a just thing for them to do, is to invade Ukraine and literally like take the entire country, including Kyiv? You think that's fair? So I think you're hard on Ukraine. I think you're basically promoting Russian talking points here, and they're bullshit. Look, we could all have that conversation about the expansion of NATO and right up to Russia's border and like what the U.S. should have done in that scenario and probably shouldn't have expanded NATO. Like all that is fair game, and I'm open to having those conversations. But to pretend like it's anything except an illegal war of aggression waged by Russia against Ukraine is bullshit. It's bullshit. So right back at you, fella. I'll say that. Chicken Warrior, thanks for the $5. Have y'all seen that video where a guy's pretending to be an ICE agent and this kindergarten teacher is trying to get her students deported? What the fuck? I did not see that. No.
I didn't see that either.
Oh, no, I think I did. That's an old one. I think I did. That's an old one. I think I've seen that one. Yeah. I mean, dude, there's the shit I've seen. There's so many of these videos that are just like, I can't believe this is happening in this country. They do so many just atrocious things.
Yeah, like Kindergarten Cop. You remember that with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Oh, that was a great movie. Yeah, I love that movie. There's one other too, Cop and a Half and Kindergarten Cop.
Yeah.
Ones with like Burt Reynolds or some shit. I like that.
Yes, yeah.
QC Man, thanks for the $5. Besides golf, if either of you could magically have the ability to play any pro sport, what would you each pick? Maybe tennis.
I'd play basketball. I feel like, or baseball, because like you don't have to move around that much, and you can play for a while and get paid a lot.
I'd pick tennis because it'd be cool to be like one of the goats in tennis. You know, if I get automatically granted goat status.
Have you guys tried pickleball?
Not seriously, no, but I'm sure that's fun. That's probably a lot of fun because it's like diet tennis. It's like shorter running tennis. Smaller. You know, yeah. I'm cool with running for tennis. I just, I'm more about golf these days. Okay, nice guy. Thanks for $5. Do you guys have road rage? What's y'all's thoughts in left lane campers? What are observed driving habits disliked? What good habits do you have? All right, so let's take this one by one. Do I have road rage? Mildly, not crazy, but mildly. Left lane campers, I hate that. Get the fuck out of the way if you're not going to go a little faster in the fast lane. What are driving habits I don't like? I don't like people who don't use their blinker. I don't like people who will hop in front of me when I'm driving and I got to slow down in that bitch.
So the one where they speed out and then go like 2 miles per hour.
I don't like really slow drivers or really fast drivers. You got to be somewhere in like a reasonable realm. And what good habits do I have? I assume you're talking about driving. She's been talking about driving the whole time. I don't know. I feel like I was an idiot when I was a younger driver, but now I'm like a good driver and haven't had issues in a really long time and get everybody where they got to go safely, yada, yada,
Driving habits that me and Kyle will fucking live by is like, we'll let our gas tank get down to fucking -0.5
then
before we fill that bitch up.
True. I always wait.
I've had 2 cars this week, Molly's and mine, that like the shit was like low and then it just went to like 3 dots on the screen. I was like, I might have to go fill my shit up soon.
Damn. Thurston Howell III, thanks for the $10. Do you like Lula da Silva? Have you looked much into his chance of re-election this October? He's running against Bolsonaro's son. I'm atheist and I'm still praying for Lula. I love Lula. And my understanding is that he's doing good against Bolsonaro's son. That's the last I saw. Now, granted, that was probably like a month ago or something like that. But no, that's our boy. We love Lula. We fuck with Lula.
Thanks, Thurston.
The Louis Salea, thanks for the $5. Corin, I know you don't fuck with Eminem, but who do you think are the best white rappers? Paul Wall, probably, right? Personally, I like Paul Wall, Action Bronson, EIP, and Marlon Craft.
Yeah, Marlon Craft is the one that they've told us about. I haven't listened too much. I haven't heard much of Action Bronson, but I know he's a big Knicks fan.
Paul Wall is good as fuck, man. He's genuinely talented.
I like Paul Wall.
And OG Jack Harlow was good too. He had some good songs back in the day, but then he sort of fell off hard and got weird. But
there's a guy that I follow on Instagram named like Harry Mack who does like freestyles. This guy freestyles like any words. Like he'll ask for like 5 words and just freak that shit. And he's very impressive.
There
I'm
you
trying
go.
to think of any other white rappers. I don't know.
Martin Miller, thanks for the $5. Trump could soon tell the FBI due to the DSA what you did to the Black Panther Party in the late 1960s. The example, the assassination of Fred Hampton. I mean, look, they're already saying they already put DSA and Zoran and Hassan and Democracy Now! And Amy Goodman and all these people. They put them on like a list. Stephen Miller did a speech where he's like, yeah, leftists are terrorists and like we're going to treat them as such. So like it's already happening, bro. It's already happening. We're living through it. Chicken Warrior, thanks for the $5. I don't understand how Netanyahu can constantly complain about American politics, but if we complain about Israeli politics, we're like anti-Semitic. Like what? Yeah, I know, right? Is he an anti-American bigot when he takes sides in our politics? It's the total hypocrisy. Become Numa, thanks for the $5. Thoughts on Hassan and Cenk saying that Ukraine should be cut off? I agree. They're out of control, a Zionist puppet state that will trigger World War III. Shake my head. I support Ukraine. I think they were illegally and offensively invaded by Russia. So I think that they're defending themselves in a similar way to how Iran is defending themselves in the war that we illegally started against them. That being said, I've always been in favor of giving them help within reason, right? Like I want them to be able to defend themselves and stuff. But obviously at a certain point, it's like, okay, we're going to help you as much as we can. But, we also got other shit we got to take care of here. We got stuff we got to fund here. And,
Facts.
Where the line is, I mean, I can't tell you off the top of my head. That's for people more intelligent than me to debate. But I definitely think that's a fair conversation. But I saw what Cenk said, and he was like, I don't support Ukraine anymore, is what he said. And he basically said, Ukraine is Israel. And I don't agree with that. I don't think that's fair. Yeah, that's too far in my opinion. Sam, thanks for the $20. Random, are you aware Kshama Sawant, SALT recipient recently on BP, are a weird Trotskyist cult, which is why she attacked Zoran and DSA. Lacking understanding different tendencies is going to cause problems in the future, it seems. No, I didn't know that. I didn't know that Kshama Sawant is part of a weird Trotskyist cult. I didn't know that. I just know that she's like, I would call her like a purity leftist who is really not interested in even making alliances with other leftists. That's how I would have described her. But yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look into that.
Thanks, Sam.
Diego, thanks for the $5. Can you see the difference in the parties by how Democrats reacted to Plattner compared to Republicans with Max Miller? The Republican base doesn't give a fuck. Totally. But like I said, you don't even need to go that far. You can go right to fucking Al Franken. We overreact. We hold ourselves to too high a standard. Yeah. And they have no standards whatsoever. So yeah, we got to even that bitch out a little bit. They need to have some fucking standards and we need to loosen ours a touch because we're a little too strict on our shit.
I'm surprised he never tried to make like a comeback and on some like fuck it shit.
I know, because now they'll be like, yeah, all right, whatever, it wasn't a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Like he would easily be able to make a comeback.
For real.
Kyle is a food influencer I trust. Well, shout out to you, bro. I'm not even a big foodie myself. Like I like food, but I'm not like, I know some people really fucking like food.
No, but you have good, strong takes on things.
Yeah. When I give you a shit where I'm 100, I'm 100 on that shit.
Facts.
Facts.
I'm going to try that shit.
Ryan Chan, thanks for the $5. Kyle, have you ever tried making eclair cakes? It's like a higher end version of your graham cracker dessert. No, I've never tried making that. And that honestly, that sounds like something that requires real cooking. And I don't do real cooking. I'm a lazy asshole. And like, my wife cooks for me and, I'll pop some shit in the microwave. That's all I got, bro. Diego, thanks for the $5. Tulsi Gabbard has time in her retirement to shit on Anthony Fauci, but somehow can't think of anything else important to speak out about. Yeah, she's a fucking joke, man. She's pathetic. She's
her brother get caught up doing some shit too?
Yeah, being a pedophile, I think it was. Yeah, not even kidding. Crazy shit. So yeah, she's a disgrace, Tulsi. Bro. But you can't talk about the fucking 8 wars your pedophile president started. Like, fuck off. I'm so done with her.
Bozo.
Love. Hunsinabir. Thanks for the $5. Corin's haircut looks sharp. Thanks for the entertainment. While I do my nails, much love. Well, much love to you. Appreciate you. Yeah, and I agree. Corin is looking sharp as hell today. By the way, don't send in any more questions, y'all, because we got 11 minutes left in this bitch, and then it's bedtime. You know what I'm saying?
We'll rapid fire these.
Greggy Mac, thanks for the $5. I'd rather have like a pizza mountain pie while sitting around the fire. Okay. Shout out to you, bro.
Sure.
That sounds good. Galaxy Express, thanks for the $10. Bring back dinosaurs. Let's not do that. That would be Jurassic Park. Let's not recreate the plot of Jurassic Park, y'all.
I love the butter needle. That could be like it's like a dildo. Just flopping around.
Johnny, thanks for the $5. Do you agree that ideological agreement should outweigh and override strategic disagreement? Example, third parties, strategy should be litmus test. Strategy shouldn't be litmus test. That's why I've sort of started. That's why I started doing like this whole liberal leftist alliance thing and highlighting on the more agreements with liberals, because in a moment when fascism is taking over the country, we need all the motherfucking friends we can get. Right. And as long as you have broad agreement on like most things, like, okay, let's put aside whatever the other shit is and let's work this bitch out, So generally, yes, is the answer to your question. Travis Yates, thanks for the $10. Shout out from an OG fan. You guys are keeping me company at my job as a cook at a mom and pop Italian restaurant. Ooh, that shit is probably delicious. Picking up the cuisine of Kyle's people. Love you guys, watching since '88. Bro, that's awesome, Travis. That sounds fucking amazing. I bet you guys got some phenomenal ass food.
Yeah, let us know where you are, because if you got some chicken parm, I'll pull up in that bitch.
Shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
McLean, thanks for the $10. Vid topic idea. Before midterms, talk about Florida's insane property tax elimination by increasing homestead exemption to the extreme. Florida about to do a fuck around, find out social experiment by doing major harm to tax revenue. Bro, the schools are going to be absolute barbecue chicken if they go through with that shit. Because that's how you fund schools is property taxes. So good luck. Good luck, y'all. Brandy, thanks for the $5. The DNC want Joe of the left, meaning the popular podcaster that bends the knee to the establishment. They don't want Kyle or Hassan. Bye, Carville. Hello, Abdul. Yeah, that's exactly right. They think they wanted Joe Rogan, but they don't. Because the second that, the Joe Rogan of the left breaks with the party line, all of a sudden they're going to be viewed as like public enemy number one, And you guys can't handle having a Rogan on our side. You can't do it. Whereas the right, what they'll do is Rogan will say something that's against the right from time to time, and they just act like they didn't hear shit. But then when he says some shit that they agree with, they'll promote that bitch like crazy. Look what he said. Look what he said. He's with us. He's with us. And Democrats don't know how to do that with somebody on our side. Like if they wanted to, they could clip out shit I say and post it. And if the Democrats' Twitter account had a clip of me calling Trump a fat pedophile, war criminal, rapist, con man, terrorist, that shit would go gangbusters, bro. Yeah. That shit would get 1 trillion views and would be on Fox News by tonight where they're yelling at me. But they don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. They'd rather like ignore me, act like I don't exist, or if I say some shit they don't like, say that's why we can't touch that guy,
Yeah. I feel like I've seen more of James Carville lately. It's like chill.
Yeah, totally. He's 81. Go to sleep, bro. Go to sleep. Forrest, thanks for the $5. Hey, Kyle, have you ever seen the Kyle Out of Context compilations by the Texas leftists? Would love to see a segment reacting to a few. I think I may have seen one or two, but I haven't watched too many of them. Shout out to Leon, who did the original Kyle Out of Context. It's sort of hard to top Leon. Leon's sort of the GOAT. Like
he's the OG.
Those Kyle Out of Context, bro, they hit hard. Every line is a fucking laugh line because he knew how to tighten them bitches up and make it punchy and tight,
Facts.
Film Inspector, thanks for the $5. Tomorrow, Salam Bati is up for the Virginia primary. Please give him a shout out. Also, what's the difference between universal health care versus Medicare for all? There is no difference. Universal health care is a broader category that includes like different ways of getting there, right? Like publicly funding a private healthcare system or publicly funding a public healthcare system. There's different ways to achieve universal healthcare. Medicare for all is what is literally in the words. It's literally Medicare for all. So you expand the Medicare program to make it so everybody is covered by it, which would mean public funding of private healthcare. So universal healthcare is just a broader way of describing it. Medicare for all is a version of universal healthcare. So there's your answer. Eli, thanks for the $5. Corin and Kyle, I'm 100% veteran. Think about moving out of the U.S. and moving to European countries because of all the craziness. Any suggestions? I'm not well traveled, bro, so I'm not really the one to ask this question. You probably want to ask somebody who's traveled throughout Europe and elsewhere who can give you a good answer on this. But yeah, unfortunately, this is not my realm of expertise.
Yeah, I've been to Czech Republic. I've been to Prague, and it was I don't really fuck with the food too heavy. So find a spot that's got some good food.
Martin, thanks for the $5. I predict that Trump could try to interfere in the election in Brazil because he hates Lula, defying him and going to China and the arrest of Bolsonaro. Yeah, I mean, Trump was trying to free Bolsonaro like regularly. And Lula has been cutting deals with China and shit. So I don't doubt. I mean, these guys are fucking psychos. They'll do anything. So yeah, I think they might interfere in Brazil, and Brazil needs to be prepared for that, Craigie Mack, thanks again for the $10. Guy got speared with trekking pole. Yeah, you're talking from the thing you said earlier. Yeah. Bald PB guy, thanks for the $10. Yo, did you check out Poulos in Massachusetts? I think we did this one up against Action Class. Yeah, we already did this one. My username, thanks for the $10. Kyle, I work with right wingers who worry about AI and flock cameras and hyper surveillance, but can't connect the dots to Trump capitalism and social media. It's odd to listen to, and I worry about 2028. Well, look, I don't think you have to worry that much about 2028 in terms of like the public sentiment. I think the public sentiment is pretty locked in at the moment for 2028. But yeah, there's that weird right-wing conspiracy brain where like they see a lot of problems that are real, but then they just like misdiagnose the core of it and who the bad guys are. And that's why these people need to fucking like tune into shows like mine instead of like Alex Jones, because Alex Jones is just saying what I was saying 2 years too late. Right? Like, I'll talk about it tomorrow, but he said Trump should be impeached. It's like, bro, I was saying this shit 2 years ago. Why would anybody listen to you when I was right 2 years earlier, Craigie, thanks again, bro. I'll add one more ick. People that say, if you don't like the way the USA is, then leave. How about no? And I'm pissed because I fucking care. Too many people have completely lost the damn plot. Totally, yeah. If you don't love it, leave it is insane. Dissent is the highest form of patriotism as long as you're trying to make your country actually better. Mini Mom Donnie, thanks for the $10. Kyle, strategically, it would be nice to have you on the 28 debate stage to push everyone left. Also, we need lefties to protect the 2024 consolidation BS libs in 2024. Then you accidentally win. Yeah, bro. There's going to be somebody who can handle my job that you're describing here. There will be somebody to argue everybody to the left. I have no doubt about it. The environment is way too ripe for like multiple people to run and say shit like abolish ICE, fuck billionaires. Like, it's going to happen, bro. It's going to fucking happen. I promise you. Clamp, thanks for the $5. Hey guys, a few months ago, asked you for advice after a breakup. You honestly gave me some great advice and I'm doing pretty good now. It genuinely helped. Well, shout out to you, bro. And I'm happy that you're doing better. Listen, man, the craziest thing is that time really does heal all wounds. And it's it's like not a satisfying thing to say or believe, because basically what I'm saying is, yeah, you're going to feel like shit right now and for a hot minute, but eventually you'll be all right. And so like some people don't like that because it's like, hey, I'm signing you up for at least like weeks or months of pain, but like you'll get through the other side and then you'll be like, hey, I'm good, you know? So like you just got to white knuckle that bitch. We all been there, bro. We all been there. Everybody's been there. Oscar, thanks for the $10. Bro, Kyle, why didn't you talk about DC electing a Democratic Socialist mayor? We are building the Acela Commie Corridor. DC residents, we are out here, bro. Well, forgive me, but I'm fucking I'm out of the loop on all this, man.
Yeah,
I'm out
I
of
know
the
DC
loop.
got a socialist mayor, but that's what's up if it's true.
Muriel Bowser. No, this is the one who fucking
Mayor Bowser?
Yeah, literally. And this is the one who like caved to Trump. What are you talking about, bro? I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, this one caved to Trump and gave Trump a lot of what Trump wanted. Anyway, Broadway Scott, thanks for the $20. Late to show. Hi, guys. Have you discussed Chuck Edwards and Max Miller? Sickos. Also, did you see CNN show on Piker and Hogg /DSA Rise? Great. Kyle, I'm an annual sub on Substack, KKF, but why don't you do YouTube monthly memberships? It's a good question, man. I don't know. I mean, people have told me to do it, but I don't have anything to offer people on YouTube in particular. And so I don't feel like it's fair to be like, hey, give me money here and get nothing. So I've had the Patreon for so long. I direct people to the Patreon if they want a tip monthly. And then, of course, there's Crystal Kyle and Friends on Substack. So I don't know. I just never clicked that shit on because I felt like there's already Patreon where people can support the show if they want to support the show. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's the answer to that question. I did not watch the CNN show, but I'd be very curious to see how that went. I'm sure they were smearing Hassan one way or another. And Max Miller, bro. On Max Miller, we didn't talk about him, but yeah, he's an abusive fucking prick. He's just insane. I did a segment on him today. You should check out if you haven't seen it yet. Appreciate you, bro. Harmony, thanks for the $20. Yo, Kyle, when you get a chance, you should check out Lib and Learn, a stream from today. Hutch, Pisco, and Josiah, and then essentially just grilled Keith Edwards because he said he joined his local New York City DSA, and they just spewed Red Scare BS. What? You're saying Hutch... Well, Hutch, I could see doing that. But Pisco and Josiah, I'd be surprised if they were spewing Red Scare BS. Well, anyway, that's a shame. Retro Lee Jean, thank you for the $10. Hey, Kyle, your stats are backed up by an ad where a Trump voter is willing to vote for Rob Sanford, governor of Iowa. Look into him, progressive, call him a centrist.
You heard it.
Anyway, appreciate you. The Canadian guy, thanks for the $7. Kyle, what do you think post-Trump Republican Party looks like ideologically? Do they coronate a new king of the movement or reinvent themselves? I'll tell you what it looks like. It fucking crumbles to dust. They fail miserably. They're lost. They're in the wilderness. They don't know what to do, and they have no idea what to say or how to be popular again. That's what's going to happen. We got a little microcosm of that with the post-Obama Democrat Party where they struggled. The post-Trump Republican Party is even worse off, bro. They're going to be a fucking wreck. You just wait and see.
All right, we'll do like two more.
Ryan, thanks for the $5. Did you guys see that an Israeli court struck down serving alligator meat to Gazan prisoners, not because it's inhumane, but because of the alligators' well-being? I did see that. They care more about alligators than about Palestinians. That is incredible. That is incredible shit.
Last one, Kyle's the shout out.
Miles, thanks for the $5. Kyle, can you shout out a guy named Jack? He's my brother, and we're both huge fans watching from Michigan, and the vibe here is that Abdul is winning. But let's fucking go, bro. Shout out to you, Miles, and shout out to your brother, Jack. I appreciate both you guys and everybody. Right, go motherfucking vote for Abdul, bro. Josiah, thanks for the $50. Lots of heated debate in the online lib-left space recently, but I appreciate your focus on beating fascism and MAGA, no matter who the candidate is. Hong, Abdul, Roy Cooper, and admitting this should have always been the standard. Let's pack SCOTUS. And Josiah, I'll show you some love real quick because you're the one who has always reminded me in the most kind possible way that, like, hey, bro, like, I'm keeping my eye on the motherfucking prize too. And honestly, it's been an inspiration watching you keep your eye on the prize. It reminds me that whatever sort of petty shit is going on the left and on the liberal side is irrelevant in the face of this MAGA fascism taking over the country. So much love to you, bro, for always keeping your
Pondering Politics?
Oh, yeah, that's Josiah from Pondering Politics. Yeah, I've done podcasts with him. He's the man. He's got a great channel everybody should check out. But yeah, like, no, that's what matters, bro. Like, all the infighting is whatever. We got to defeat these fucking psychos who are running this country into the ground every day. So, all right, there we have it. That's what's up.
Thank you, Kyle. Sorry if we missed a couple there. We love you guys. There was a lot tonight, and I appreciate, and Kyle does too. Like, thank you everybody who fucking sent a super chat. I really appreciate that shit.
Yep, you guys are awesome, and we love you, and we'll talk to you soon.
Good luck tomorrow in Michigan.
Let's do it. Let's go, Abdul, baby. Let's go.
Peace out, everybody. Thank you for the love. Who gets the last word? Anyone? There was one that was good. Not a bad chat. All right, I'll take it. All right, love you guys. Go vote if you're in Michigan. I guess that's a big one. We'll see everybody next week. Peace out. Love you. My mom. Last word. Love you. Thank you. I appreciate all the hair love tonight. Broadway Scott, I'll take it. Thank you, man. All right, see you guys next week. Everybody watch Kyle's stream after that guy wins in Michigan. Peace out.